Hello, and welcome back to Roll For It. Favorite YouTube streamers get to go play some lovely tabletop RPGs. In theory, everything's working today, but we had to do a quick new overlay and everything. So, hello there, everyone. Right. As you might have noticed, we have no Master today. Unfortunately, he's away, so we're going to be playing some Skyfarer, and Josh has kindly decided to join us to aid in the Skyfaring. Oh, yeah, I've got my effects on still. There we go. That would help. Hi.
I'm the captain now.
Do you feel in control?
Yes.
Okay. Right. So, announcements for today. We have some... right. Fabled Antics character sheets and GM notes and the Last Ditch HQ Part 6 are all up on the Patreon. And also, it is September, which means that you can give new subs for cheap, but there used to be a workaround where you could get existing subs for cheap, but then they were patching that out because that's too nice of us. So there's something going on with September if you want to gift subs, they're cheaper. Right. Oh, that's it. That's all the announcements for today. There we go.
Yeah, you can give 6-month subs and get 1.5 of those subs for free. So like 1.5 of those months come at no cost. Just like $21.98 or something like that for 6 months as opposed to the regular 30.
Hey,
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
kind of cool.
You can support us by going to patreon.com/roll for it, where there's tiers and rewards. The stuff you can get after shows, MP3s, access to the Discord, crazy high tier stuff like Legends games, which massively affected some games recently. If you want to get involved in those, you can do so. There's also Twitch. You can subscribe. You get access to VOD square on YouTube. You get access to Discord. You get emotes. And you'll be a YouTube member if you want. You get access to emotes and the YouTube as well. Beyond that, you can, tip bits. There's a thing on screen down there in this overlay if you want to do that. And thinking anything else that I am missing? I don't think so. So that's how you can support. Right. In which case, I think we're good. How does this all work then, Josh?
Well, Skyfarer is a game set in the Fallen London setting, which is, well, specifically this one is about Victoriana steampunk space trains, which is why I love it so much. Everything's very, very simple, quick, and easy to set up. We're going to be doing some character creation, and then they will be challenged with an interesting setting I have devised, just so everyone's clear on exactly what that setting is. This crew here all live and work aboard a locomotive, which we will name later, but they do that as notorious pirates. They are part of a pirate faction which hides on an asteroid base on the outer part of the heavens is the particular name for space in this setting. So what we're going to do is start with some character generation, and it's really, really simple, and it's part of why I like it. We all get to start by choosing a name. Who has their name ready? Dot, what's your name?
I'm Clementine Jetter.
Clementine Jetter. Welcome, Clementine Jetter, to the locomotive. I'm sure you will have an interesting relationship with all these.
It is a humbling job.
I'm sure it is. Who else? Because I just so EE has them on screen.
My name is Lily.
Lily.
Lily, I didn't come up with a last name.
Lily, I didn't come up with the last name.
Let me just make sure this is it. Yes, Lily Verdot.
Verdot.
Like the wine.
Yeah, if you can post these into the chat log, then I'll grab them for the overlay.
Like fine
Excellent.
wine.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Alan. Just Alan.
Just Alan.
Just Alan. Yeah. I'm the signaler.
Wonderful. And EE, what is your character's name?
Oh, oops.
I'm Bane. Sir Bane.
Sir
Bane.
Ben?
Sir Bane. Not hearing me right. God damn it. Come across this train.
I don't think I can't really understand him. There's something going on with him. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Something's we'll just call him Sir.
Engineer always speaks in gibberish.
Just call him the
anyway.
engineer. We never call him by his name.
The engineer. Yeah, that's pretty clear. Okay.
For copyright purposes, I'll be called the engineer today.
Wonderful.
And for you, Josh.
I am considering calling my captain Suichi Saito because I was
Shaito. Okay.
No.
Shaito.
We'll go thematic. My captain is called Slizzard Grubman.
Slizzard.
I love
Slizzard.
Slizzard.
That's so awful.
Wait, how did you choose this name
Yeah.
again?
I posted it in chat.
That's exactly how I expected he was spelled, to be honest. It's the easiest name.
Slizzard Grubman is a violent and infamous new Winchester.
I'm sorry, he's a what?
Violent.
He's
violent.
Violet.
Yeah, that's like a shade of purple. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I heard. It's going down in our records. It's official.
I'll have to change his birthday present now.
Well, whatever you do, don't say that to his face. Because he was exiled from the city of New Winchester. And that's Slizzard Grubman, your captain. He's a pirate, and he's got beef. But we'll get onto that later.
With who?
Oh, I like beef.
With us?
No.
do we actually
You're
need
his
to, like-
crew. I'm sure you do
okay.
what you're told.
I need my protein intake.
Oh, so we're adding beef to the inventory of the ship. I should mark that down.
Prime rib. Yeah.
Prime
that
rib
sounds
to
wonderful.
ship inventory. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We also need to go through your character's traits. You have 2 of them. They can be anything from headstrong to rotund to kind-hearted to innocent to intimidating to towering, audacious, striking, bulky, book smart.
So it's like an adjective.
Is an adjective that describes your character, and you have 2 of them. When they come up in play and are appropriate to the situation, they will give you a +1 or a -1 on your rolls.
Okay.
Is
I go with-
posh a good trait? I'm posh.
You know what? I'm gonna I'm gonna
come
bring up a random adjective generator.
Ooh.
Can I be underappreciated?
Yes.
Good adjective.
Wait, I can't tell if that was Bane or if that was EE there. It might be applied in most situations. You are underappreciated, EE.
Okay.
I'm
I'm a detailed. Oh no, I'm a detailed and thirsty quartermaster. Both of those words came up on my screen.
Again? No,
Hey,
we just play
you know
ourselves.
what? You can't judge me for this,
There's no judgment.
Checks out. Checks out.
It rolled randomly. It says thirsty and detailed. Those are the first 2 I saw. Right there on my screen.
Okay.
I'm underappreciated and large.
Lily Bordeaux is.
Your mind did that. I didn't do that.
I'm picking posh and educated.
Oh.
Oh. Maybe I'm actually just really thirsty. Like not
Not thirsty, but like
not thirsty, but like
drink.
I am always parched.
I'm still.
Okay.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
a pirate. I'm a thirsty quartermaster.
You're always
got plenty
looking for
around.
booty.
There's a reason. It's the dry skies. All right. Makes sense. It's checking out
Yes,
here.
this dry sky. This woman always needs a glass of water.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why
I don't go to
there's beef.
HR.
We have a space prohibition, and she's thirsty, and that's why the pirates have beef. Because there's no drink to go around.
They're just out here distilling space mushrooms for booze.
Yes.
Oh,
like
she's a drunk. She's our HR drunk. Oh.
Is that what thirsty means? You're drunk?
Drunk.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna write HR because I forgot the real word you read. Okay. Bub, what are your adjectives?
Informative and a rambler.
Nice.
Perfect. Okay. Well, now that we've got that out of the way, you have 4 numbers to assign to 4 stats. One of them is iron for confrontation and physically, metaphorically overpowering people, things. Mirrors for investigation and discernment. Veils for deceit and misdirection. Hearts for convincing and enduring. And you have to distribute -1, 0, 1, and 2.
Okay, and remind me mirrors and veils again.
Mirrors is investigation and discernment, and veils are deception and misdirection.
Okay, so mirrors.
So just to double check here, our numbers are 1, -1, 0, and 2.
Mm-hmm.
1, -1.
I am 2 iron, 0 mirror, -1 veil, and 1 heart. I'm tempted to switch the heart and the iron around.
I did 2 mirrors, 1 heart. My veils is at 0. My iron is at -1.
Mine is also -1 for iron.
Okay.
I've got -1 iron, 1 mirrors, 2 veils, 0 hearts.
I hope you have 2 in iron, EE, because we all have none.
Fine, I'll keep my 2 in iron. Reinforce my muscle. For my heart. I'm underappreciated in this job already. I've only just started.
I love that voice. Well, congratulations, everyone. You have just begun your journey and therefore are at 0 peril. However, or I guess as a bonus, it's not a negative, you start with 2 tenacity because you are indeed tenacious pirates.
Okay.
And once you have sorted that out,
Yeah, 2 checks. Check.
Got it.
perfect, you get to fill in 2 statements out of the 4. Hang on, I need to double check. Is it at the bottom? Yes. So there's on your sheets, I will never, I will always, I love, and I hate. Pick 2 of those and fill them in. It could be, I will never leave a job unfinished, or it could be, I will always make time for tea.
I love a good drink.
I love a good drink. Perfect.
That's there.
Oh, perfect. I love experiencing art and culture. Yes.
Are you just playing a Toreador in space?
Space
Yes.
corridor.
It's
When is my
fine.
damn space vampires? I
space-
need it
a
I
now.
have to
Space-ador?
fill the void for now, okay?
There's a lot of
So-
darkness in space. You're always meant to be.
You're not wrong.
Space is big. Dark. Okay, I think I'm gonna do it. I will always
I've already got mine all filled out.
overanalyze.
I will never say never. I love when things work out. I always enjoy teaching others about the mundane. And I hate naysayers.
Wait, do we do all 4?
No, you only do 2. You only need 2.
Shit. No, I'm
Sorry, sorry, bub.
Which one should I keep then?
Oh, I never say never is really good because it's very actionable.
Yeah.
It was the naysayers and the other one. What was the other one?
I'll keep I will never and I hate.
Okay.
Those are the 2 I'll keep. Sorry, I turned down the music, but it's still just like gang.
I was about to say I just bumped it down too. Yeah, it got real intense there as I was trying to decide my. Okay,
How are you all doing on that?
I'm
Hey,
done.
look, Alan can be a pirate of sorts. He's a signaler, man. Like, let's not come down on Alan. All right, he's just Alan after all.
he's there to do a job. At the very least.
That's right. That's why Slizzard keeps him around.
I love a good grumble, and I will never hurt someone without provocation.
A grumble? Did you know that's what a group of pugs are called? They're called a grumble.
Full of bugs.
That's adorable.
I love pugs. What a good character trait.
Bane with pugs is now my headcanon forever.
He just like carries one.
Like I have
It has
that
a
big
little mask
Bane
on its
coat,
face, too.
and like out of each of the pockets is just a pug. That's my character.
Has everyone done with that?
Yes.
I think we're good, man.
I think I
Okay,
have
cool.
mine.
Well, just so you're aware, whenever you play to those traits of yours, you are going to gain more tenacity, which is good because every time you roll and something bad happens, you will gain peril, and you can. If you end up with too much peril and you roll below that number, you're in danger. You might die. But if you have tenacity, you can spend it to reduce your peril. And don't ask me, I didn't invent this. It's weird. But it's useful.
You know, I'll change my I will always nether because it's very hard to act on that to I will always support my friends.
Oh, wholesome.
Oh.
Wholesome thing.
Well, we've got a little bit more to decide. And the most important bit is, what is your locomotive called?
The 50-50. Sink or swim.
Yeah. Done. 50% of the time
you're
it
good at this,
works all the time.
It's like, I know a name instantly. I thought we'd be stuck on that one for a while, but that's perfect.
Me too. The 50-50, there it is.
I was going to suggest the Legion of Doom, but that's so much better.
That's what you wanted to call it, and we took a vote.
Fine. Ignore my suggestion.
Consistently, the engineer gets annoyed.
The engineer's like, I have
That's
a
his
really good
beef.
name. What happened was Alan was just mumbling and said something really loudly, and no one heard the engineer. He was like, it should be called the kick-ass crazy horse. 50-50.
That one. Oh, man.
50% of the time, it works every time.
Yeah, 50% of the time, it works every time.
Your locomotive has two traits, and they can be anything, much like yourself. It could be heavily armored, it could be blessed, it could be haunted, it could be cursed, it could be quick, dangerous, tiny, noisy, upgunned.
Do we want to
Capacious.
randomly
of
generate our
pugs.
adjectives?
Pugful.
Like
Pugful?
you just like open like the tribbles. You just open like
Oh,
doors and like
no.
I've just got pugs in there and they just keep
Is
reading.
it infested?
Infested with
God.
dogs.
My real life can
okay,
go
it's
to the
infested. That's
right
it.
now.
That's a great adjective. Infested, and I'm gonna pull up adjectives because
And
my
I
God.
keep
I
protecting the
can't.
pugs every time they try and get rid of them. I always keep some and then I keep rebreeding.
okay.
I feel like we would not be able to hide it all. Have you ever heard a single pug, let alone a ship full of them? It would just be a constant.
It's not our
just-
engine.
That's
It's
just
the
sound of the
bugs.
engine. It makes that sound. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, man.
She definitely doesn't purr, this one.
Noisy is the other word. That's a good suggestion, Chan.
This one. This one. Savory is a good word that came up. It's a savory vessel.
Who's tasting your ship?
Not it. Not it. Nose goes. Not happening.
I keep track of everything on this vessel,
Are
including
you trying
its
to
taste.
drink it?
I'm going to
Yeah,
go
our
somewhere else
thirsty.
now.
We could say defective came up. Defective. That's the 50-50.
Can we? So I already feel like infested makes it sound like a bad thing. Can we have a neutral,
Yeah,
to
a
positive sounding word?
Okay.
Agreed.
Okay. Wacky. That's a good word. Maniacal.
Disguised?
Brave. It could be nimble. It could be a nimble ship.
Nimble and infested. I'm not opposed to this.
I mean, yeah. None of yeah. Nimble's a good one.
Nimble.
I can go with nimble.
I also noxious was another one that came up. It could be a noxious.
Noxious. Oh my
I
god.
have enough of that in the break room.
Infestation.
Workplace toxicity is not a thing.
This is why I don't go to HR.
So, what is it infested with? Is the question.
Oh, pugs.
I
No,
think
it's actually infested. It's
it could be pugs. I feel like I want to leave that for later, so we can say it's pugs later. But like,
We don't know what the infestation is.
it's definitely you've heard noises.
There's no
Like
noises.
scuttling.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, what if like these pugs are sentient or intelligent and we're smuggling them off planet for some reason? Like we're pug smugglers. We're
Oh
pugglers.
my god, there's a
Puglers.
pirate pug.
Yeah, pirate puglers. I like this idea.
Puglers. Oh no.
I kept some from the last shipment, and then they kept
Okay,
bleeding.
so we're moving a horde of pugs.
See, there was only 4 when we brought them, and then when we
Yeah.
opened it up,
And then
again,
they
there was like
reproduce.
28.
They are
And then
like
every time we
tribbles.
open the door, there's like more.
I imagine
every
like we
time.
were meant to ship them from one place to another, and I kept 2 because they were cute, and then they started breeding, and I didn't know how quickly they would breed, and like we shipped most of them off,
It's
but then
exponential.
Yeah.
we got an exponential amount of pugs on board.
Somebody added too much water.
Yep.
Okay.
This isn't triple. It is. It is.
Yeah, they double every day, and so we just,
Okay. So we're moving this what is it called when there's more than one?
A grumble.
of pugs.
A grumble.
Grumble.
We're moving this grumble of pugs. They reproduced asexually, let's say. And
well, that's thirsty.
now we're
Where do you think they learned
infested. Oh no! I'm gonna have to write myself up.
What's that?
Oh no.
Problems with pugs is the episode title.
Yeah, rather than trouble with tribbles, we're gonna make it problems with pugs. That's the episode title.
I'm telling Rick.
today.
I'm telling Rick.
Oh god.
Your locomotive is called the 50-50. She's infested and nimble and covered in pugs. Your captain is Slizzard Grubman. What is the name of your pirate faction? Just for my own amusement.
Puglers.
Puglers.
The Puglers.
My
Yeah.
god.
The
This is what we
Pugilant
do.
Puglers.
The
The Pugilant Puglers of Penzance.
Oh my god.
We're pugglers. I can't believe this is a thing.
This has already become madness. We haven't
Cannon.
even started.
Cannon.
Josh is just like,
we are
expected
the
this morning.
most daft group on the sea.
I
Like,
feel Josh
He thought,
gave
he
us a
thought we
warning.
were
That,
gonna take this seriously.
Josh gives a warning at the beginning saying, hey, this will go somewhere you don't expect. I don't think he expected it to start somewhere he didn't expect.
yeah.
I don't know.
I can assure you that this will always be weirder than anything else you've ever ran for this system.
I promise.
It's gotten
I
pretty weird.
Also, I'm now going to get pug clip art, and every time the pugs duplicate, I'm going to put one on the overlay.
Put it, yeah, just
We'll be overrun by bugs before it's
before, yeah, the 3rd hour mark hits and it's just entire screen is
I really want to
pugs.
we're
change
gonna have to
all our,
start
our
eating
bit
pugs.
donations to just be pugs and let them just rain down.
Okay. We still got one more decision
no.
to make, and
Oh,
that is
God.
your ally / antagonist. You don't know which one they are yet, but they're going to be on or near your locomotive.
Cat.
So,
And you get to-
okay.
You get to choose between a star-maddened explorer consumed by the obsessions the starlight awoke in him, a hunted devil carrying an unusual selection of souls, and an ancient fungal sentience which colonizes humans and then infects them with strange impulses.
That one.
That one. I like that one.
Wait, okay. Strange
I
impulses.
like the devil one, but I'm okay.
And
with
I was
devil
about to say
one's
I like
good.
the devil one
Look,
too.
you
but
can't make a compact with every single being more powerful than yourself you come across in a
That's
TTRPG.
just my favorite thing to do.
I just like the
okay?
fact that we're being chased by a fungus that the reason we're being chased is because we have the last
Oh,
living.
you're not being chased. You're going to be doing the chasing.
Oh, they're. Oh,
oh,
okay.
we're chasing the fungus?
You're chasing a
the
spy.
devil.
A fungal spy?
You know what? I'm open to anything.
It could be a fungal spy. Yeah, sure.
For Don's clarification, read the last option again.
So the ancient fungal sentience, which colonizes humans and infects them with strange impulses, was the
I
third
see.
option. We've also
Okay.
got a hunted devil and a star-maddened explorer.
Yeah, no, three. The third one. The third one's very interesting. Yeah, let's go. There's options there.
All right. Option 3 it is. Wonderful. So we begin. Oh no, I just saw the pug.
Did we tell chat our roles, our professions?
Oh yeah, please do.
Didn't.
Just in case.
So Lily Verdot is the navigator of our crew.
Alan?
Hi, Alan. Just Alan. Rambler, an informative bot, an effective signaler.
Excellent. Clementine Jetta.
Well, I'm Clementine Jetta, and I am here to make sure this ship keeps going lickety split. She does like a white glove test as she steps on board to make sure there's no dust.
And what is your role on board the ship?
Oh, well, she's the quartermaster, of course.
Perfect. And then what was it? God, what? No, we know what your job is. You're the engineer, right? Your name?
The engineer, he's actually...
Nobody notices. Just work on the ship. Only
Just walking around. Clementine, who's the guy in the mask?
Oh, he's the engineer.
Oh, we got a new engineer. Oh, what happened to our last engineer?
No, it's the same engineer.
Yeah, we always had one.
We keep him below because he beeps on the occasion. It's distracting.
Right.
I don't really understand why. It's hard to hear him when he does it.
I can't already. This is killing me.
Just to set the scene for you all.
Do you have a name?
I do, but you keep forgetting it. I brought this up with HR.
I am HR.
That's why.
I have your complaint right here. Like, lift it up.
Yes, it's been on your desk for 2 years.
I have a desk.
He's been here 2 years? You would think that I would have seen that by now.
I look at you like. Like,
We should just...
shimmy out of the screen.
So to set the scene for you, this is all happening at your asteroid base, which I believe you've all collected at. Captain Slizzard Grubman is elsewhere on the base, and together, what would you be talking about before you set off on another possibly smuggling or, I don't know, raid or something, whatever it is you pugglers do? What would you be talking about aside from the awkwardness of the engineer?
I would like to file another complaint to HR about the...
Oh, someone said complaint?
Yes, I've been continuously hearing noises in my quarters. It sounds like there's something in the vents, or there's some sort of, I don't know. It's just like scurrying. I don't know if we have a problem here on
Well,
ship,
we have two rules on this ship. Lights out at 11. Quiet time.
Oh, is that the...
And no pets.
Well, I hope that somebody, she says very loud, isn't breaking the rules around here, because it's getting to be quite a disturbance, especially during quiet hours.
Lily, it's probably the pugs. They're small, yet their noise in decibel levels is increasing, especially when they're in vast amounts. And we've seen that they've been growing in vast amount. You know, interestingly enough, when you get 4 or more, they can be as loud as a lawnmower. I'm not sure if you know. The lawnmower was invented in the late 1600s.
Start chugging from a bottle. Well, we can't let the pugs run around into air vents. It's dangerous for them and for us.
I would agree.
Oh, they're very food motivated. We could just lure them back in with snacks. Everyone, including pugs, like
Well,
snacks.
now looking at our rations, we did not calculate for pug snacks.
Oh, they'll eat anything. If you said that a pile of lint was
They
a
eat the
snack,
engineer.
they would eat anything.
This seems like
They
a
might.
job that should be delegated. I love delegating jobs. Perhaps we should give it off to somebody.
It's true. Your job description does say possible delegator.
I could handle this. I'm rather fond of pugs after all.
Well, I'm not HR, but you're hired.
Been employed here for 4 years under Slizzard. I've been behind you most of the time.
Oh,
Lily.
Alan, your name is, right?
Just Alan? Just Alan. Yeah, I'm the signaler.
You should know it's
Yes.
really hard to file official paperwork with only a single name.
Well, I'm just Alan.
I thought your first name
So
was
just
Yes.
yes.
Last name Alan.
Just Alan.
The portmaster said that just is not a first name,
I can't
Well,
agree.
it's more of a descriptor at times.
but it doesn't qualify for a name, so therefore you don't really have two names.
Then you shouldn't forget the first. Alan works.
I'm just
I'm very confused.
I'll find the snacks
the
and hit the pugs.
engineer.
Then. I'll lure them back.
oh, don't
Alan.
feed them too much after midnight. You're behind you. The instructions
Alan,
say.
don't get the pugs wet. You're looking for food.
Yes.
There's a cafeteria. Easy. You go there. You grab up some ship's biscuits, and you're gonna look for the pugs in the vents.
Yes.
Excellent.
I want to lure them out with tasty cookies and morsels of yums.
Okay, let's see how that goes by doing a roll.
Okay.
First roll.
Oh my god. You should use how would you like to lure these out? With just the food? I think that probably it comes out as a hearts roll. So you roll your d10 plus your hearts score
Nice.
and then plus what other things do you have? Informative doesn't count, Rambler doesn't count, Signaler doesn't count. So it's just plus your hearts.
Nice. This is perfect. Okay, there we go. I got a 9.
A 9. Easily. You listen a little bit and you lay a line of these biscuits crumbled up, and from one vent to where are you leading them?
Probably to our typical storage space, whatever the cargo hold might look like.
Okay, you're a smuggler, so the cargo hold's huge. So you got plenty of space to keep pugs in here. You lead them from like the nearest vent out into this storage area, and very quickly you hear the scuttling and the little like claw marks. And then, like out of the grate, 20 pugs.
Oh, I could die happy. I could. I'll probably just like sit down and start like eating snacks in directions.
Are they
As
running
they-
about? Do these pugs?
Oh, they're
are
running
they just...
about, they're playing, they're having a great time. Alan, you notice something though. One of these pugs seems to have green gloop on it. Like stuck
Okay.
to its head.
What's going on with you, fella? I pull out a handful of these snackies.
And then it like cautiously gets closer.
I'd sort of lure it away from the others, and I've let it smell it from the hand.
Okay, yeah, it sniffs this, and then it clearly recognizes, oh, good food. It's better than the crap we've been eating in those vents, and then just snaps at your hand.
That's not great. Can I pull my hand back quickly? Can I try to at the very least?
Let's do an iron roll.
Sure, this is even better than the last one. Except it's not, it's minus. Perfect.
Oh no. Well, roll a d6.
I don't want to.
But you
I'm
should.
gonna. 2.
2. Okay, you get 2 peril. As
This is fine.
this pug snaps and bites you and grabs the food off of your hand, and you are left with a very messy pug bite on your hand, like just here. Just it's awful.
Spicy little monster.
Yeah, you look at it, and you realize there's a little bit of that green stuff around the wound. Just type down under your conditions, green wound.
Current conditions, green wound. Hopefully okay. What's the worst that could happen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I mean, all of them are secured in the hold at this point. I will head back up to the top and alert HR and the engineer to batten up the whatever sort of exits that they may have come from, like vents or what have you. And I'll also express that there was a there might be a small issue with green goo. Perhaps we should have the vents clean.
Well, now, we had the vents cleaned 2 weeks ago in proper inspection.
Yes, but one of the pugs seems to be rather repugnant and infected. I believe that it was a bit more
Is that
vicious.
a pun, or are you being serious?
It bit me, and well, I'm not really sure. Do we have a medic?
No, we did not budget for a medic.
I pull out a saw. I can deal with that if you need me to.
We shouldn't jump to conclusions, engineer. By
Well,
the way, this should probably be treated.
Let's
looks
see
like
it.
could be infected, and I'll show them my hand.
oh! Imagine it's like gross and nasty. Well, we should file a report. An accident.
Right.
Maybe we should file it as both, because there was the incident of the pugs and then the accident of the bite.
I have no idea how the pugs came to be on board.
We've
This is what we do. We move pugs.
we are pugglers. It's our job.
It's
There
true.
was a manual.
No one would have let them out.
Did you not sign your employee handbook?
Also, I would believe that you might be falling behind on some of the local tasks and duties. The vents were left open. That's how the pugs seemed to escape to Miss Verdot's room.
Oh God.
Oh, they're in your quarters.
I mean, I
believe that they
hear
were all
them.
there. How many did we bring on board?
thought we just had
4.
a few.
There are 20 now, one of which seems to have
Well,
20.
a radiated face. It was glowing this iridescent green. It reminded me of.
who fed the pugs last night?
It was not.
Whose turn? Don't make me check the fridge. Whose turn was it?
Wasn't just Alan.
Wait, we didn't feed the pugs? This is how this happened.
I washed them down.
You wet the hungry pugs?
But they look messy and dirty.
You
They were
cannot
covered in
quench the
snow.
thirst of a thirsty pug.
That's a big no-no.
If you don't satiate them with food, then they get thirsty. And then they procreate.
So that's how that works.
And then you came along and
Fascinating.
When they're hungry, they mate viciously.
When a pug likes another pug, and they love each other very much.
Right, I'm still
Pieces of
bleeding.
it.
Oh,
right, you should put a band-aid on it. There's a sorry, this game is ridiculous.
do we have like a med kit or anything that I can treat this with?
There's like a single basic first aid kit on the wall.
Is that
Right next
In
to
the,
our
like,
single.
in the break room.
Yeah, it's right next to our single fire
Yeah, but
extinguisher
as
for an
they get
entire
closer to it,
locomotive.
that's just
Yeah.
a
We met the
inside the
requirements.
first aid kit.
Okay, I'm going to treat my wound for the first aid kit.
Please do.
Is there a pug
Uh,
in the first aid kit?
Should we go with a mirrors roll on this?
Oh,
If you're treating your own, unless someone else would like to help.
I can,
help you with this.
An
You said
engineer,
this
this
is-
is fine. Like, people are just moving structures at this point. You can't do any worse than I can.
Don't say that.
Unless he, in fact, does, in which case I will take my own hand.
If I'm not appreciated, I'll go deal with the pugs that I was offering to treat your hand.
You go wrangle the pugs. I can mirror Zeta too.
Well, let's do that then.
Okay, I overanalyze everything, so I'm gonna pick his arm up and overanalyze this wound to see if I can figure out what's going on. I'm gonna go through all the conspiracy theories I can think of.
Okay, yeah, that's a mirrors roll.
Okay.
Plus, do you have anything? +1 for your detailed.
Yes.
Nice.
12.
12.
Did I roll that right?
Yes, yeah,
Okay,
it seems
cool.
to. Yes, it did. And I'm going to say that you get 1 tenacity for that.
Hot damn.
You
Tenacious.
take a look at this wound and you scrape a little bit of the green over and you put it on.
Taste it.
In magnifying glass. You taste it. You taste it,
Yeah.
and you get like take the condition weird taste, and you figure out that this appears to be some sort of fungus.
Well, in my younger years,
But you
I-
effectively treat his wound.
just a little this and some of that, and it's all done. And I like bandage you up, and I put a band-aid and hand you a lollipop.
Now, I'm no physician, but I don't think it's medically safe to taste a wound. Was there a
Well,
purpose
this is
for
why
that?
you are not a medical professional.
This is true. This is true. What I'm curious
Now-
though, what did you gain from that?
A very strange taste in my mouth, and well, it's definitely a fungus.
A fungus like porcinis or chanterelles, maybe cremini mushrooms?
Not this one.
Oh,
This one is. Did I get anything other than it being a fungus?
Um,
Kind of fungus.
it's an uncommon type of fungus that you recognize from spending a lot of time in space. It thrives in both the heavens and also on remote places.
It's
Space fungus.
a space fungus. It's its own classification.
There are some
it-
weird stories about it. Sailors going losing their minds when they
So-
spend too much time around it. It's not often the spores. That's what the
Right.
There's stories of huge tree-like mushrooms with spores that sprinkle down on you, and then you go mad, and then you try and kill the rest of the crew. But that's not going to happen.
So usually there's some kind of giant mushroom, space mushy, and then it puffs out on everyone and it infects. But this seems like a much smaller, condensed version.
well, how would this arrive on our ship then?
Well, in a pug.
Right. Well, I've identified the pug in question that this seems to have affected, and
Did you isolate it?
I couldn't. He was actually attacking me at
You
the
gave
time.
him the snackies?
He nearly took a finger off.
Well, you know your fingers aren't snackies.
I understand that, but he does not. Clearly.
Lily,
Clearly.
how
Yes,
long till we
Clear.
arrive? Clearly.
Well, according to my calculations, based on the current course route that we're taking, I would approximate that our next destination would be. Actually, Josh, what's the travel time like in this universe? Is it usually like weeks, days?
It can be
months?
anything from hours to days.
Okay. Okay.
You're at your base at the moment, just as a reminder. But the nearest port is Port Avon. It's a weird place. You don't really like going there. Everyone's a bit creepy.
Dreadful.
Yes. I mean, it's very pretty there. It's like a cute English village, but everyone's a bit weird. That's about 5 hours away. And then New Winchester is closer to a day away. A full 24 hours.
If we were to set a course to Port Avon, we could get there in just a few hours, though the place is a bit dreadful, honestly. We could spend the day traveling to New Winchester, if that is something we would consider doing.
You are aware that the captain is exiled from New Winchester.
Perhaps we shouldn't go to New Winchester. Perhaps Port Avon will be our first stop.
Get your ass.
Well, Avon, it's going to have
Let's say
to
that
be.
Port Avon is a possibility for where you pick this thing up.
Maybe we shouldn't go there.
Well, we could give it back.
Or we could find the source, or perhaps that will give us more information.
How
At
many
this
pugs
point-
do you think can be made in that amount of time? Do we even
There
have
is
the
a-
carrying capacity for that?
There is a
many
commotion
pugs?
that interrupts you, I'm afraid.
Oh,
There is one of your sailors just shouting in the corridors as he wails and like stomps down to where you're at, just like half shouting as this it's like a stage whisper kind of shout. And he's saying, "I've got to let them know where the pugs are. I've got
Oh,
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's go to New Winchester. Yes. Take the pugs. And then you hear like the scuttling of pug sounds.
engineer. Would you acquire that gentleman?
Why would I acquire that gentleman? I'm an engineer. It's not in my contract.
I'll pay you overtime.
we never get overtime pay. That is a bargain.
There was never discussed overtime in our contract.
Sir, excuse me. Would you mind giving me a moment of your time?
This man is like walking as if he's drunk. He's not paying attention to you, and he's just going, yes, New Winchester is where they'll be. And then, we can spread it. Oh, that would be lovely. And you can see green goo pulsating on his forehead.
That was what was
Doesn't
on
pay attention to you.
the pug, and clearly what you tasted on my wound, Clementine.
Probably. Just
I don't think it's probably. I'm almost assured at this point that it's the same.
well, we're not sure yet because we haven't run proper tests. But engineer, maybe we could just toss him in the furnace.
Why would we toss him in the furnace?
Well, it gets rid of him and the fungus.
Well, it just
And
got a
that
slight
is what we
fungal
pay you to do,
infection.
yes?
When you had a fungal infection last month, you got it cleaned up quite easily.
I told you not to tell no one about
Oh,
that.
is that a secret? I'm sorry. I used my indoor voice.
I also had a doctor and proper treatments and ointments.
Can we not find some of those?
Not floating through the heavens. Are we floating through the heavens?
In a large asteroid, yes.
Is there a method of which we can discover what this could potentially be? Like, do we have access to any kind of books or a
say
system that
yes.
could help us identify?
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
some
you can-
books in my study that might be of use to us.
Yes, you absolutely do. Make a mirrors roll.
As a well-educated individual, can I add that to my roll?
Yes, I would say educated gives you a +1.
Cool.
Can I aid in that at all? Can I help her to like rifle through the books?
As far as I'm aware, there's no bonuses to
Okay.
rolls.
All right.
In this. and you got an 8. Yeah, you're aware of this. It's a family of funguses. Most of them are benign. But those tails that Clementine mentioned are certainly worrisome. And you read through some of the stories, and it does ring a bell about you once visited the Leadbeater and Stainrod Nature Reserve on layaway to gather some supplies as you made your smuggling route. And there are a lot of fungal mushrooms there, and it is a deep, dense forest of mushroom trees. And this is where the dots kind of connect, and you realize that that's probably where this fungus came from, deep in the forest.
Oh dear.
As one of the pugs escaped in there. you got it back eventually. But this legend correlates with the legend of a sentient fungus.
Do you all remember that reserve we visited not long ago? The very jungle-like place, deep forest.
I don't leave the ship ever.
Oh, well,
I flipped through my notebook. I have it logged.
Yes, well, I can ascertain that when we visited there, that may be the source of this problem. The fungus there is... Some of it is sentient. And if one of the pugs had escaped during that time and got into one of those sentient fungus, that could be the source of this problem.
I thought those mushrooms were for cooking.
Wait, you cooked a sentient mushroom?
It looked tasty.
No wonder they hitched a ride.
Clementine, I've seen now that you've started to adapt multiple roles for each of us. The engineer is now the chef, and you've been operating as our medical physician. Is there a pay increase with a secondary role? And where might you apply me? I'm curious.
Where?
Wait, I meant to get paid.
I'm gonna have to talk with the captain about, more shares, but I'll tell you, it's looking good. We're delivering 4 times as many pugs as we had before we started. So that's like 4 times as much loot, as long as we don't deliver it with the fungus. So then that's more cut for everybody. So it doesn't...
At this rate, I'm assuming that in a state of understanding, it's multiplicative by purpose. By the time we arrive at our destination, I'm guessing that there will be infinitely more. In fact, we may have to jettison roughly half of them at this point.
Well, why might that be? Because they's infected?
Well, the rate of infection may increase, but at the same time, our destination is at what point? Weeks? Months?
A few hours at least, or 5 to
5
24.
5. I'm expecting at this point to have around 60 pugs by the time we arrive.
60?
The sprinklers, we should be okay.
Well, he did feed them last night and water them.
Well, no, they didn't get fed, but you fed them.
And they have been watered, yes.
And they were already watered.
There's a feeding cycle. We broke that, so now they're probably hungrily reproducing.
In our air
I
vents.
should go break up
In the air
that
vents, yes.
thing in the corridor.
You, engineer, you should go break up the reproduction.
I have a question.
About breaking up the reproduction?
No. Has anyone been paying attention to the sailor who had...
I assume I was in the corridor speaking through the doorway as the
But-
conversation was ongoing and being like, I will go deal with this, but there is conversation.
Okay, whatever your name is. You've just been following him, right?
Sure, why not?
You've seen him herd pugs towards the port area. You've got 2 locomotives in port at the moment. You've got the 50-50 and the other one, Crazy Stallion. And you've been watching him. He's gone into and out of the storage facility at this point a couple of times, and he's still yelling. He's still like wandering around like he's drunk. And then you hear, "What the hell is this supposed to be?" And a
Captain!
very large explosion.
Oh, that's not good. Explosion.
And you see the captain and about 10 pugs fly down the corridor. And then the man with the green goo on his head just goes, "Whee! To New Winchester!" And him and like the rest of the pugs just start running towards the crazy stallion.
No! Stop him!
Excuse me, sir.
They're gonna
You
love
cannot
to
do
hear
this.
about you.
No,
They're
wait.
all gonna come here. More pugs for everyone. Yay!
Excuse me. I run after him.
Okay. That sounds like an iron roll.
Sure.
I watch excitedly. Watching pugs run is probably a pastime of Alan.
I got a
Oh
four.
no.
Wow.
Roll a d3.
I will roll a D3.
D3.
I got a 1.
Add 1 to your peril score.
Uh-oh.
And in fact, everyone add 1 to your peril score, because at this point things are ramping up a little bit. Engineer, you run after this crew member, and he's yelling and shouting, and pugs are yapping, and like green stuff is going everywhere, and like there's fire behind you.
It's really
And
dangerous. We should not be running with so many pugs underfoot.
a couple of the pugs turn around, and you see green glow in their eyes, and they just kind of stand there, and you trip over them because you're large, and you just like skid, and you roll, and you see them, the man and the now 10 pugs, get onto the crazy stallion, and it begins to steam away out into the void.
But I have not finished my safety checks on that. It is most unsafe. You should not be riding in that one.
I'll be fine, thank you!
No one listens to
He
me.
waves out the window as he goes.
I think we have a problem.
I'm already filling out an accident report.
He has taken the other train out of port. And we have a slight problem. He is going to come back with more.
More?
What?
He said
We
if
don't
he
need
doesn't
any more.
Come back with more and infect everyone.
What was the explosion?
You investigate the explosion. You turn around and you see your storage room. And from the corner in which you stored the ammunition for your locomotives is a large blackened crater. And like flecks of green pulsating around it. All the pugs that went flying are now just kind of yapping excitedly and confusedly as your captain just rolls on the floor like, "Get him! Ah!"
Not helpful. I begin trying to inventory. I would like a count. How many pugs?
That's not helpful, Captain.
Yeah, the pugs that you can see, there's like half of them left. So there's 10 pugs.
Okay.
Oh no, wait. There's 2 new ones.
Right in front of my eyes, pops out 2 new ones.
Oh no, you're just counting. You're like, oh no, there's all there.
No,
They're
okay,
all there, and
12.
there's 2 new ones.
So we've got a dozen. And I'm like writing
I
notes.
think it's like you look at the group of 4, you turn away to count another group, you turn back,
Oh,
there's
it's
6, and you're like, wait,
16. You know, I'm really not sure what to do with an over procreation
what? You
problem.
always know what to do with procreation.
The captain gets up and is like limping heavily. He seems to be very wounded and is like covered in soot. Yes.
You seem okay. Are you okay?
I'll be fine. What I need you to do is get that bugger before he gets to New Winchester, Shire.
New Winchestershire.
Well,
You want me to get him?
All of you! On to the 50-50!
But we're meant to be on leave.
Captain,
yes.
He
That's
takes
not
out
really
a
our-
cutlass.
job.
Ah.
Captain, are we going to slay the pugs because we need them? We're supposed to deliver at least 4.
We can get them back and then we can do what you want with them. But we need to get that mutineer.
Mutineer.
What would you like us to do with him, sir?
Chuck him out into the heavens. I don't care. And he starts like his one wooden leg clomping as he goes towards the 50-50. Now onward!
I doubt we're going to get paid overtime for this. It's fine.
I feel like we're all like, onward. We're gonna like.
Perhaps I can set a course to get us the expedited route to New Winchester so we can get there before him and catch them by surprise.
I've heard you can mash the route in less than 4 parsecs.
Yes, that's what, in my younger days, I was much more of a faster navigator,
I hear that
but
when you were solo.
yes, during my solo days, my scum and villainy days, perhaps, but let us set a course to New Winchester, and I think we could probably get there in under 20 hours, which, look, not everybody can say that they can get there that fast, but I think we can with this route I have calculated.
20? I do the math. Do you know how many pugs that is?
Okay, how about this? If he's going the normal route, perhaps we can intercept by, you know, cutting some corners and before we get there. It could maybe take a few hours. I don't know. You know.
What happens if you end up crackling? Will that affect our performance?
Oh no, is it crackling again?
Yes.
Slightly.
Curses. Right, I will switch.
There's a good chance that I could call in favors and declare that we had a smuggler on board if we could find anyone in the area, especially coming out of the port of Winchester. They might be able to help here in this situation. If just thoughts, I wanted to put that out there into the world.
I don't know what he said, but it sounded good.
We may have to string up a bit of a lie. Perhaps we could declare that they were pugglers after all, and they seem to have smuggled pugs onto our ship. And when we discovered, they blew our cargo hold and took the pugs that they were hiding and our release ship.
Okay.
Because if I'm not mistaken, we still have pugs on board. They just took some. He took some
Right.
with him.
Yes, he only took the one, right? The infected one? Or did he take all of them?
I think he took a couple.
Are there still infected ones on the on our ship? Or did he take all?
Let's investigate. We can take a look.
Okay, so we need to just really assess the situation.
May I suggest, I am not a navigator, and I have no experience with this, but since he is getting away, should we not, take after
Yes.
him?
Let's at least set the course now.
You drive. We'll find answers on the bugs.
Okay. Lily,
Yes.
would you do me a let's go mirrors roll, +1 for your navigator profession.
Alrighty.
Let's see what you get.
A 9.
9. As everyone else is rushing to prepare, you prepare the route, and you are very good at your job. I'm going to say that you have options. There are 3 different routes you can take. The direct route, which you would have to try and catch up directly. There is a little bit more of a dangerous route, or 2 more dangerous routes, in fact. One of them is to slingshot yourself round a nearby black hole. It would definitely get you there quickly, and you would be able to intercept the infested sailor. The third route is a little less dangerous, but a lot more arduous. It's a quicker route, no doubt, but there are things in the heavens that infest this area. If you go via, it's a more windy, rocky, snowy route. It's cold, it's unpredictable, and there are monsters there, but it's definitely quicker.
Oh, the choices. I definitely want to take one of the more dangerous routes.
I was gonna say, it's Tracy. She's gonna take the more dangerous.
Yeah, we don't. We're cutting corners here to get there faster. So I'm thinking this is probably a really bad idea, but I'm thinking we can go the black hole route and try to make our way around that. If we want to get there on time and intercept this mutineer, I think we should take that route. So that's what I am going to set the course for.
You know the problem with black holes? They suck.
No.
Get out of my quarters now.
There are no bugs in here anyway.
The crew member in the background's like, I'll take my drum kit with me. Sorry, man. Okay. You decide to go via the black hole. Everyone roll me a d6 and add that number to your peril score.
Oh dear. Add that number to our peril score? Oh my
Neat.
god.
No!
I think I'm going to die.
I'm sorry, everybody. It just, if we do this right, we may just get there really fast.
Oh my god!
You'll get somewhere.
What happens when we're at 10?
What happens when you're at 10?
Mm-hmm.
You have to roll above 10, otherwise you're in danger.
Oh, all right. So
As you-
will there be a peril roll coming up?
No, it's not like a frenzy or anything like that. It's just a comparative number. You can reduce your peril by spending your tenacity on it, 1-to-1.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well,
That does not seem like a good ratio.
it does not. It doesn't feel very good.
Well, it's the only thing you can do with tenacity, I'm afraid.
Oh,
But I feel like if you want to use your... This is homebrew, but I feel like if you want to add +1 to a roll, you can also spend your
that
tenacity
seems a
on.
lot smarter. Otherwise, why would we
It's-
have a separate pool if it only reduces one other thing?
I don't know, it's just the rules.
I like your homebrew better.
I mean, you can do both, but whichever way, you're gonna have to get rid of some of your peril.
Yeah, I'm in a scary place. I'm at 9 of 10. Just throwing that out there into the world.
Oh dear, that's not a good.
Oh,
No,
well,
it's not.
no, mine's really bad. So
Alan's not doing great right now.
I'm gonna double
Alan
check
is
it.
not doing great. The rest of us are okay.
Yeah.
Okay, when you roll and your result is equal to or less than your peril score, you suffer consequences and are in danger.
Oh no, that is not good.
So I would probably spend some tenacity now. And also, sorry, I should have said this earlier. Please do remind me when you do things that are in keeping with your characters. I will never, I will always. So you can add tenacity to your pools.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of those for me to keep track of.
All right, I'm gonna spend tenacity so that it's a 1-to-1. Okay, then I am at 7 of 10.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's still a passing grade, I guess.
7 out of 10. I think PC Gamer just gave you a very good score.
Something like that, yeah.
Game of the year.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see. You know what? I am going to see while she's doing the engineering aspect. I'm gonna quickly sort of
She's navigating. You begin to get underway very, very slowly, it feels.
Yeah. I wanna contact Port Authority.
Okay, sure.
Oh no.
You step up to the oh no, I know exactly what this is. You step up to your signaler station, and in front of you is your regular equipment, a lot of sheets, a lot of dials, and a little sprung clip with a button on top that lets you generate Morse code.
It's in
Set off
Morse.
a message.
It's in Morse code.
This is steampunk, dude.
It's in space.
In a train powered by steam.
Oh.
What do you think the stoker does?
All right. Then here's my message. SOS. SOS.
Yeah.
Direct conflict of Port Code Authority, the Sunless Code, safety of life at space. It is in conflict with maritime security, and it is in need of international convention. And I guess that will take 38 years to send to them, based on the rate at which I can.
For the
do
next
this.
6 hours, you're like, do.
Yep. I'll help with the pugs and tomorrow.
Give me a signaling roll, which I think is probably.
I'm gonna ramble with
hearts.
this. I'll probably give out way too much information.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
You ramble. Okay, sure. You ramble. You get a +1, plus your hearts, +1 again for your signaler.
Okay, so then that's not terrible.
Don't roll less than 7.
A 10.
Nice.
Incredibly fast. Anyone else can hear this incessant, like bullet quick clicking on the little dial, on the little button, and it's like. Drrr. You send your message out, and a couple of minutes later, you hear a message. Who should this be? Let me see.
I'm sending it into Winchester, but I'm imagine that if we're
Winchester
in space,
Portal Authority.
anybody can intercept this at this point, since it's
Oh, absolutely.
since it's more. So who knows who's picking this one up?
I'm gonna say, you get a message back from someone who identifies themselves as Captain Brannigan of
No.
the oh my god, what are they called? The Windward Company. And you know that the Windward Company are like the East India Trading Company of this universe. They are a royally endorsed by Queen Victoria, long may she reign, the royally endorsed fleet in the New Winchester section of the heavens.
Okay. What sort of reputation do they hold with other, I don't know, smugglers, pugglers, if you will?
You got to be in good with the right people. Otherwise, they're going to steal your stuff. They're
Okay.
basically royal privateers, but they also run official missions and much more stately things. But yeah, if you get in touch with the wrong person or piss someone off in basically any station, then you're going to be in trouble.
Well, I never say never, and in this opportunity, can I ramble an informative message with a lie and express that if they assist us, we will cut them in to our issue. I'm going to be sending this like shorter range direct line if I can.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I'm gonna roll with your previous roll and say that that's exactly what you say. You say we'll cut you in, and then you get a much quicker response that says, absolutely, we're on our way.
Cool. Do you want my roll? Do you want me to roll differently, or do you just want to use that 10?
I'll use that 10.
Okay, great.
A 10's a really good roll. And that's what you signal.
Now, do I generate tenacity off of that at all?
Yes. I think we should say yes to that.
Yes. I'm going to use it immediately. Let's go down to 6 of 10.
Probably a good
Perfect.
idea.
Perfect. Okay. Lily, you are navigating. You begin to help everyone steam up the engine, and engineer, whatever your name is, you realize that you should be accelerating significantly quicker than this.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me. Mistress Vido, we should be accelerating far quicker. By my calculations, we are carrying far more mass than we should be.
Well, then steer quicker. Well,
That doesn't make sense in any sort of mechanical sense.
I don't know the
Mass
mechanic.
times acceleration, and our acceleration is set, so our mass must be higher.
All right, then. What do you want me to do about it? I'm the one who set the course.
I was wondering if you had any ideas.
I do not.
Very well, in which case I don't know why I'm talking to you.
I'm just here to plot the courses.
Of course.
You all
do
figure out the
everything
rest.
else. You just plot the course. I'll be the chef.
Yes.
I'll be the security. It's fine. I will
Look,
go look for
I'm a
excess mass.
disgruntled navigator. I'm long due for a promotion, and so I'm just doing the bare minimum at this point.
I have noticed. I'm gonna go look for extra mass.
You go look for extra mass. Let's do a mirrors roll for you, +1 for engineer.
Yay! This seems excellent. I rolled less
3.
than my peril. Oh shit!
Well, that's perfect with what I had in mind for this particular roll. You get a 3. And you start looking around the regular suspects for why your engine will not be accelerating as quickly as possible.
Clementine,
The
did
pressure
you
seems
bring all
good.
the allocated 10 kilograms of baggage again?
You look around, your pressure seems really high. So you check some of the gauges, and you're thinking about the mass as well. You open the cabinet, and Pugs!
No!
Pugs rain down upon you!
Oh no, this is not good. Oh, I love a good
You
grumble,
begin to
though.
drown in pugs,
Fine.
and you are in danger.
I love a good grumble, though. I cannot complain. I'm just like hugging the pugs. I'm like, this is how I want it to go.
One of them
Is
bites
he-
you.
That is not good. You should not be biting me. Oh, tiny
Another one
creature.
bites you.
But do not
There are
do that.
significantly more pugs than when you started, and you don't know where this extra mass is coming from because that's not how physics works. But there are more.
Clementine! Clementine!
Would one say his peril is going up at this point?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, roll a d3. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
But I'm in peril, and now my peril is going up. I think this is a losing situation.
Yeah, it's great. 2 extra
I rolled a 2. I
peril.
am now peril 8.
Really, I should be giving you the peril when you make the decision, but either way, it was.
This is most
God.
excellent. I feel very confident about my situation.
I don't know who just made
Perhaps.
that noise, that little grumble noise, but that was perfect. I'm sorry if that was someone's stomach. It was
It
perfect
was
for the
me.
situation.
It was my symbiote.
Happy symbiote noises.
EE, it's the same. I had a pie, and now I'm having happy symbiote noises.
Yes!
This is what happened at Roll for It Con.
Oh, good.
I'm going to report into to Clementine. Miss Clementine, good news. Good news. We've actually acquired some help.
She looks
Captain-
very flustered. Her notepad is full. Every time she writes a number down, she has to scratch it out and write a new one.
Captain Brannigan of the I can't remember the ship. Not that it matters.
Crazy
As long-
Stallion.
The Crazy Stallion.
Oh, no,
is so
no,
long-
sorry. That was the other one. Captain Brannigan of the... Help me out, chat.
The wind, or was it?
The
Oh,
wind
it's
of
the
Queen
Windward
Mary.
Company.
Okay.
The what? The Canary?
Captain Brannigan of the not our ship is going to help us at the cost of cutting him in. He is willing to intercept the vessel.
Does he accept Pugs' payment?
Oh, you know what his ship's called? It's called the...
Queen
the
Victoria's Wind.
I was going to call it the Shiny Bottom, but yeah. Queen
Oh, yes.
Victoria's Wind.
the Queen Victoria's wind is going to intercept at a pleasant rate. And so long as we acquire the appropriate funds for them, they're willing to help.
I grab you by the scruff of your neck and I pull you in really close, a little flush. I'm like, you and I both know that Queen Victoria's wind don't do nothing.
For free.
Queen Victoria's wind never helps. Not ever.
Well, when there's money on the line, everyone is interested.
Some things won't even stop the Queen.
Clementine, I'll be honest.
Maybe
I've
if it
never
was
been this
corgis,
close
you'd have a better
to.
chance.
I've never been this close to a woman before, and I'm not sure how I'm feeling right now. You may want to let go of my shirt and/or scruff.
I'm like, should I file that as an official complaint or?
I think I will withdraw the infraction. No qualms.
Right. Fantastic. So,
But anyway,
how
help
about
us on the
these
way.
reproducing pugs, huh?
Perhaps we should separate them, much like we just did there, where we put the man on one side and the woman
Right.
on another.
Leave
But
room
right,
between them. But they don't. You do know they're asexual, which means that they self-reproduce.
Then maybe can we put them in a smaller space then?
Everyone hears
So that they can't pop out?
As I mentioned
something
before,
collapsing.
we can jettison some of them into space.
We are going through a black hole.
Or at this rate, since we've had issues with proper funding, we could always use them as fuel moving forward. They are biomass after all.
You know what? This is a good idea. We need to get rid of some of the weight. We're our shiny quarters is dragging, and we need to, get rid of some pugs. So we could just burn them.
Excuse me, can I get some help in the engine room? I've found our extra mass.
Yeah, you managed to swim to the engine
In
room.
the engine room, right
You
now,
can
there are very many bugs.
all you can see is the comms thing. Managed
Okay.
to swim to, and it's just pugs. You don't even know which way is up at this point, and just like as you pull your finger away, you get dragged under the
How many
pugs.
of them? Come quickly.
I go back to the comms because I imagine it's like coming through a speaker that's now covered with pugs.
Yeah.
You are very cute, but no, you are drowning me. Please step away.
I'm giving you permission to use the pugs as fuel.
I am trapped under many bugs. I am in need of rescue.
Engineer, there is a truth behind it. They are combustible, gassy individuals. They will make for
They are very
fantastic
gassy.
fuel.
They are all around me. I can
Shove
breathe
them shove them in the incinerator.
I am incapable of shoving anyone in anything right now. I am in peril. There is also a stench. I think one of them farted.
Most assuredly.
No, that was
And
actually
doggy
all of them.
farts.
They
All of them
feed-
are farted.
Farts make them angry, and when they're angry, they reproduce. You have to stop putting pugs in the incinerator, or you're going to die,
The
engineer.
breathing content of this room is not good. If I try and open the incinerator, it will explode. I do not suggest this course of action right now.
Oh my goodness.
Some help would be appreciated.
In the background, you hear a
Oh,
do it like
I
that.
should go dig him out.
Arr.
Please.
I think we should delegate some of the new help. The new sailors, perhaps, or something.
Yes, we're paying them. Hey, sailors! Go down to the boiler room and dig out the engineer. Any pugs you come across, qualify as fuel. Put them in the incinerator.
Yes, ma'am. And then two of them like grab stoking shovels and then run up to the engine room. Can you make me a? Do you want that to be hearts or iron? I don't know. Either one will do.
Oh, for me to roll?
Yes,
Who's
please, to
rolling?
command.
Okay. To command them. I can do hearts. My iron's garbage, so.
That makes sense. Yes.
I would say I was detailed in my
In your description.
in my description of what I wanted them to do.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Add a +1. Go on.
Okay. A 7.
A 7. Okay. You
Not the
can,
captain. I'm just
Your
HR.
peril?
You're
Oh,
all
yeah.
right.
I have
They-
6 peril.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. You hear them run off like clank, 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 into the distance, and then like the creak of a door open, and then just blimey, as like hear them hitting pugs with, or like shoveling pugs with shovels, like.
This is the flood from Halo, but in pug form.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
Different things. This is, engineer.
Yes.
You see a hand burst through the pugs. Hold on to me, hand, sir.
I hope you've washed it.
My god.
Pull you out, and then like they dive in with their shovels.
Oh, those poor pugs. I do love a good grumble. Are they all infected? Are there some of them not infected?
Make a mirrors roll.
Oh, this is not good. I am going to reduce my peril by spending my tenacity.
It's probably a good idea.
I'm now in peril again.
Oh my god.
You step closer to inspect the pugs and see which ones of them
Oh,
are.
look, this one is so cute. It's also got glowing green eyes. I will take this one for my own. Oh no, this is not good.
It sneezes and you get green stuff all over you.
Oh, this.
Uh-oh.
You get
We're gonna
that
have to
cute little
quarantine
pug
you.
sneeze though. Yeah.
I believe I need to find a medic.
And then you hear a whisper in the back of your mind that's like, we should go to New Winchester.
We're going to New Winchester, voice in my head. We will be there shortly.
Yes.
Wait,
Oh,
wait, I've got a
great.
setting for this.
Share the
Don't worry,
pugs with
voice in
them.
my head. We will be there shortly.
Share the pugs with them. They love pugs.
I mean, everyone loves. I already loved pugs before you told me to love pugs. I feel like being in my voice is very unnecessary.
Well, we're just in agreement. They're great, and everyone needs a green pug.
Why green of all colors? I made the overlay purple.
Well, I didn't think about that when I was doing the theming of this.
That's fine. I will move along.
Move along. Move
Very
along.
well. Excuse me, Lily. I'm not in my head anymore. Excuse me, Lily, Clementine. Are we
What
heading
comes
for New
out is
Winchester?
New Winchester Lily
New
pugs.
Winchester, Lily, Pugs. We should go take the Pugs to New Winchester. No,
To New Winchester.
of
Covered in
course.
green
you-
stuff.
There's great stuff there with Pugs. They're green. They do not match our decor. We should definitely take them there.
What brought this new revelation upon you that we should take them there?
The Pugs. They are so cute and adorable. Everyone should get infected. Would you like a pug?
Keep that drab away from me. As a matter of fact, keep at least 6 feet of distance from me, please.
That is very sensible, and you should also be wearing a mask, but here is a pug for you anyway.
No, I'm quite all right. Look, we are already set a course, technically, for New Winchester. The plan is to intercept before we get there, but just know that we're kind of en route there already.
Oh, we can't do that. Who would clean up the pugs?
Who would clean up the pugs?
The
Being
pug that he is holding snaps at you. I think that's. Would you like to roll me an iron roll?
Oh God!
But- I'm going to give you +1 for being posh because your disgust is important here.
So it cancels out because I have not a -1 in iron. So let's see how this goes. A 3.
That's below your peril?
Is it below your peril?
It is. My peril is 3 currently.
Would you like to spend tenacity to reduce that? Otherwise, you will be in danger.
Yes, I will spend a tenacity.
Great idea.
Okay.
Okay, you narrowly avoid being bitten by this, but everyone is now very aware that Lily is is like being snapped at by a pug who is being held by that guy.
Engineer.
That guy.
Engineer.
He's got green stuff all over
Even
him.
though I'm now insane and in need of pugs, I think I'm still very underappreciated.
We have so many pugs, so don't you worry. We've got you covered there. Question:
Yes.
where did you acquire such a green facade?
Oh, one of the pugs infected me. It is quite catchy.
You do understand that you now are also possibly going to have to go in the boiler.
I've been in the boiler many times. How do you think I service this thing? Would you like a pug?
We've talked about servicing things at work.
But they
You
are
can't
so
do it.
cute.
You can't do it on the clock.
But they are very adorable, and they only sneeze occasionally.
Okay. Well, this pug here, you see, wants to hurt the rest of us, so we're going to have to put it in a room by itself. We need to isolate it. You and
Just
this pug.
misunderstood.
This I do not doubt. But
Look at that little face. You wouldn't put that in a furnace, would you?
okay, so we don't put it in a furnace, but we are going to take it into an isolated room. Would you like to babysit it?
I must go get the rest of them. We need to infect
I'll pay you
everyone.
overtime to take that pug and lock yourself away in a room.
That is very
Clementine.
kind.
Roll me hearts to help the engineer overpower this voice in his head with
I'm
paid
underappreciated, so
overtime.
would being appreciated help?
I'm gonna say yes.
Oh, okay. I don't really have anything to add to this, so
It's a +1 for appreciating the underappreciated.
I rolled a 5.
What's your
Did you
peril?
add the +1?
Oh, I got a +1. I'm sorry. No, I
So
did
that's 6.
6.
I'm going to say that is a success.
Okay. Just
And you're arguing with this voice in your head, this mushroomy voice in
Look,
your
we
head.
can infect them all later. I'm sure they will appreciate them.
But more green goop now. And then pugs.
We will talk about it
Then
later.
the universe.
Look, the universe is not what it's cracked up to be. There's a lot of black
you
stuff in
know,
it.
we've got a timeout room in the back.
Look, I'm going to put you in the timeout room, as she suggests. I'm just going to... There we go. I'm opening the mental door, and I'm going to put you in the timeout room. There we go.
I don't want to go in here. It's cold.
Once you've learned your lesson, we will talk more.
You put your mental mushroom in the figurative timeout.
Very well, Clementine. I've done as you suggested and put my mental self in my timeout room. I now need to get cleaned up because this is very infectious.
It's true.
Well, don't do it with water, because it's, part of the problem.
What should I do?
Well, I licked it earlier and it was fine. You could eat it off your body.
Look, I already submitted a complaint about when you licked me the other year. We're not doing that again.
Deducing problems based on licking things is not against company policy.
But I was not a problem. You merely decided to.
Engineer, you're always... Well, okay. We'll save that conversation for another day. Very good. You did gold star for the engineer for putting the pug in
I feel
timeout.
I'm being, talked down to, and I do not like it.
I look to the rest of the crew.
This is absolutely adorable to watch. I've never realized that our engineer could reach the pinnacle of insanity so quickly, and
I
well,
just defeated a fungus with the
You
power
could-
of my
you could-
mind, but
you
sure.
could purify
What
it
else
with
do I use?
fire.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah, we could just burn you up. Oh, hey, you said you've been in the incinerator before. You could just walk in and walk out, right?
yeah, just leap through the fire and
We
flames.
normally turn it off when we're in port. Do you not know how our space train works?
No,
that's not my
my
job.
job.
Navigator, it is your job. You realize that you're accelerating since Clementine told the crew members to go shovel Pugs into the furnace.
Oh, well,
It's getting
yes.
rather warm, but that's probably just the engine heating up as you accelerate.
Well, let us go then. Perfect. I appreciate you all getting us ready to accelerate, and onward we go.
Can I just take a second? I just realized something. These pugs reproduce when they're angry or upset. We literally flew to a pug planet that is in this constant state of zen. Like we stole Buddhist pugs from their
To sell
home
on
planet.
a black market.
Sell
is
them
what
on
we
the
did.
black market. And now we were regretting
Only
every
4 of
decision.
them. Only 4 of them.
I'm now imagining that like there was actually like a Buddhist style temple, and that like the cutscene before the credits, right before when we started, was us running away, Pugs underarm, and like there's explosions going off at this lovely Zen temple behind us as it sort of collapses into a
But as
pile
they're
of like.
exploding, we just see pugs just like slowly like lifting into the air and then multiplying. Just
That's
Okay.
essentially what happened at the beginning.
Listen, just Alan. You may be onto something. If they reproduce when they're angry, we should calm them down.
I'm on the same page as you. I think perhaps we should maybe introduce a lesson in mantra or perhaps tantric dancing. Even.
Mindfulness, as I've been told.
Okay.
Yes.
We could try some mindful meditation.
I took a course in yoga. I could maybe teach the pugs about yoga.
Was it art yoga?
It's the normal kind of yoga.
I don't think that will
I'm
work.
thirsty now.
You're always thirsty. It's literally in your, like, right up.
Do we have do we have any sort of Clementine, you've been operating our medical, and perhaps maybe this would be better asked to the captain. My curiosities are piqued. Do we happen to have any like sleeping gas or something similar?
You want to drug the pugs?
Well, we could drug them temporarily and put them in a state where they can reach a happiness.
It's not a bad idea.
Okay.
I believe it might
we
be
have
in our
some
job
laugh-
description as pugglers to
You
drug
know
them.
what? I imagine we have a small tank of laughing gas. If we can get the pugs into one space, we could pump it into a single airtight room and just
Fumigate
laughing
it.
gas. Yes.
It is an infestation, after all. We need to fumigate.
We can fumigate with laughing gas and assure that the pugs have a good laugh before we get where we're going.
I've got a question here. This is totally going to come down to Josh as the ST. What happens when you put a bunch of pugs in an airtight room, these methane-packed little mutants, and start rolling in and
Pumping laughing
hotboxing all of this laughing gas? What happens there? I'm not really sure how.
Can I make a roll for
these
that? Would I
chemicals
know?
combine.
I can. It's nitrous oxide and methane. The oxygen will come off the nitrous oxide and just bond with the methane, and it will explode.
I'm sorry. Is the engineer talking? I love you.
I think we should roll to find out what happens. There are multiple eventualities, and how well you roll will determine which one of them comes out. You're the oh god, I keep on forgetting the name. Quartermaster. You're the quartermaster, Clementine. Would you like to use some of your cargo? You've got oh god, you've got all sorts of things.
Yeah, detailed, which means I definitely have a list of what we have in storage. I would have like a perfect inventory, except for the pugs because that keeps changing. And I always overanalyze.
Okay,
So does that make it 2? Detailed, overanalyze.
Yes. That the always thing I don't think gives you a +1,
Great.
but detailed does.
Okay. Oh,
5.
that's not very good. Okay, 5.
Would you like to spend tenacity to get that up to a 6? Because
Yes, because I have to make my peril level, don't I?
yeah.
Okay, yes.
Or yeah.
Okay, yes, I will spend a tenacity first one I've spent to get that up to a 6.
Yeah, you can
So that-
either. Okay, so 6 is a success, 5 is a failure. So you can either fail and lower your peril, or you can succeed and keep your peril where it is.
See, here's what the crew doesn't know. I don't know shit about medical stuff. So I'm gonna fail.
But your peril's lower.
But my peril goes down, yeah? Worth it.
Your peril goes down to 4.
Yep.
With a 5, which is not enough, you get out of storage this pressurized bottle of well, it seems like laughing gas. You don't know, and you plug it into the ventilation system.
Okay.
Where all of the pugs are.
While this is happening, can I get on the PA and I'm going to try and lull all the pugs to sleep by reading to them something?
Oh, we're
Because I love
dousing
a good
these
grumble,
bugs.
and I'm also friends with all the pugs, right?
Sure, we can do that in a minute. Because what happens first, I think, is
Oh, God.
okay. So I've got some options in my head here. Either there's an explosion in the in the engine room, or I'm liking the idea that it doesn't just hit one room; it just hits everywhere.
So now we're all doused
We're all
with a
gonna
small
be
bit of laughing
Doused
gas.
with laughing gas. Or the pugs multiply again because
Oh, shit.
you figure it out. Any emotion in a pug makes it multiply.
It's not just anger,
Then
joy.
it's joy.
Yeah, they have to get rid of all emotions. They have to be in zen, like, calm.
So yeah, which one of those 3 do you like? That's up to you, Dot.
Okay, do I escalate our pug problem or do I escalate our personal problems?
I mean, if we do personal, I'll have to get more fire for the overlay. Currently, I have just more pugs.
Oh god, there's
Well-
so many pugs.
Oh
We
yeah.
are in, okay, let's. Yeah, well, okay. That's the. They're
But
they're
there should actually
peeking.
be an
Okay,
extra pug, sorry.
yeah, well, I think all the pugs start giggling because and it sounds like snorting, just as they like laugh, and then they just start procreating twice as fast. No,
Lots of pugs.
that noise. Do you hear that? I look
the
at
new
everybody
pug
and the gas
noise.
is like into this thing. I'm like, do you hear that? What is that?
The 2 stokers burst out of the engine room and close the door, and they're like in fits of laughter, like.
Did it do it? Did it do it? Are the pugs?
So many pugs.
No, it's supposed to be less pugs, or at least sleeping pugs. They're not sleeping.
That's a lot of pugs. There's like twice as many, 3 times as many pugs as there was before.
If my calculations are correct, we can only take a few more pugs before we are overweight and will in fact fall from the heavens.
A few more pugs.
Are all of the pugs in this room? Is everyone in this room?
I think most of
At
them.
least we think so. Yeah.
I think yeah, probably. Sure.
Okay. Most of
Let's
them.
do something
So
stupid,
we still
yeah.
have some in other places in the ship. Probably not many, but likely around our original amount of 4 to 5. At least is my guess.
You probably got in storage a couple of uninfested pugs. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then to the captain, I'm going to speak of jettisoning our issue. It's jettisoning. We have to get it out. We have to evacuate the spot. So if there is a way that we can open up this room or remove it, 1, we're taking on too much weight, and 2, it's becoming far more of an issue. We will never catch up to our second wing ship by any case of the mains.
Okay. Sure. I just realized you wanted to try and lull them to sleep.
Yeah.
So before you get to the captain, should we roll for that?
Yes, go for it. If that changes things, then I'm all about it.
Yeah.
We'll
But,
get
I
on
mean,
the PA.
jettisoning them is probably a good idea.
Hello, is this thing on? Right.
The second response. Yeah. Go ahead.
The curtains are so close to the curtains. The lambs have laid down with the sheep. You are cozy and warm in your bed, my dear. Now, please go to sleep. The windows are dark in the town, child. The
lay
whale
down.
huddled down in the deep. I'll read
I
you
find a
one
blanket.
fairy love's book if you swear. You'll go the fuck to sleep.
You turned your...
Mute there.
Press the wrong button. You'll go the to sleep. There we go.
There we go. Now we're remonetized. Thank you very much.
There we go, YouTube.
Can you roll me hearts plus underappreciated, +1 for underappreciated?
I'm sweating.
Do I get +1 from I love a good grumble?
HR's gonna have to lose the jacket.
No, not for that.
Do I get +1 from supporting my friends?
You do get tenacity. In fact, I think at this point I should give you all one tenacity because I'm sure I've missed some of that.
Okay.
Got it.
Yes.
Are the pugs my friends?
You know, they're pugs.
Yay! Pugs.
A 10.
Because my peril's still really high, that's really good.
Okay. So everyone across the ship feels a lot calmer. And as you listen, you just hear the normal grumble of the ship moving very, very quickly through the void.
For real. Shut the
And then just
up and
occasionally,
sleep.
you hear an occasional, a little puppy fart as they're all gently snuggling together. They still fill up as you open the door and they like, a pile of them slumps. They're all asleep. But they still fill the entire volume of the engine room. But they're asleep. Some of them, most of them are infected. In fact,
So, it worked.
yeah.
Oh, and they're meowing now. They're mewing now. You know, for just a quick moment, they actually look kind of cute, and they're
Yeah, they are rather adorable.
snuggling together, but also monsters they are, that they reproduce so much.
Very close to your
They do the little
microphone. Put it in
sleepy
the-
scratch.
Well, at least we've dealt with this for a temporary amount of time. Hopefully we'll get to that ship sooner rather than later.
And I feel like that is the perfect point to take our break.
Probably, yeah.
Did it do it? Did it do it right?
You
I
did
hope so.
great.
We'll go to a break. We'll be back in about 8 minutes. Feel free to enjoy some fan art.
Yes.
I mean,
that.
There we go. Feel free to enjoy some fan art.
I got a hydra.
welcome back. Continue away, Josh.
Well, as our sleepy pug puppies gently fart in their dreams, the crew assembles to decide exactly what to do about the next challenge, which is, how the hell are you going to slingshot around a black hole, Lily? And I think at this point you can all bring your peril
Yes.
down to 1.
Oh, we can?
Good.
Yes.
Good,
Because
good.
we've lulled them to sleep.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, everybody, I'm glad we've dealt with the pug problem, but we do have an impending black hole that will be approaching in approximately 20 or so minutes was the time of us approaching the black hole, and we will have to slingshot around, just, speed up the course a little bit to get around, and we should be fine, but we should probably take some precautions to prepare ourselves for this course.
How do we do this?
Well, I'm not paid enough to think about those problems, but if I'm a bit usually I will consult with
The captain?
the captain and others, to deal with these problems.
We need to speed up the ship and secure ourselves.
Yes, that would probably be best.
Well,
A way
our
to speed
handbook
up the
says
ship.
that we are required to strap ourselves down if we are going light speed or fast pace or whatever our term is for
You
the
have all of those
science.
straps and chains in your quarters, Jetta. Would they not work?
Those are usually for personal use, but we could.
Mine were actually removed, and I'm not sure why. I did notice passing by our engineer's room earlier that there were significantly more inside of his room. Don't clearly understand the purpose of them as of yet, but I've been resting easy without them.
You know you have to fill out a form to move any of the workplace items from
Look,
office
I'm
to
larger than
office.
most of you. I need more to be able to, strap in.
It is true, he is significantly larger than the average space sailor.
Yes. Totally not for personal reasons.
Okay. So we all go to the engineer's room, strap ourselves into his stolen chains, and
That sounds like
how
a
do
good
we go
time.
faster?
We need to up the acceleration.
Pugs.
Pugs.
That is what we're transporting, yes, pugs.
They are very
Pugs.
We could
gassy.
just- so maybe we
Gassy
could just
pugs.
launch them out the back directly into the black hole. Excuse me,
I
I'm
was going
thirsty.
to suggest we use their methane. I hold up a pug and put a lighter behind it, and it's just a.
So we also well, if we drop them out the back near the engines, they'll just catch up in the flames of the.
Inject the thoughts into the engine chamber to give us a boost of speed.
You want to squeeze our way faster
Yes.
through this black hole?
Yes. We just
Can
squeeze the
4 of
pug.
us squeeze at a fast enough pace to make it worth our while?
I'm sure we all have the requisite perks to be able to manage this very hands-on job.
How dense was the hold with the pugs? Was it pretty much like wall to wall,
Okay. Completely full. Chock-a-block.
like to the ceiling even?
The entirety of the engineering room, which is the engine room,
Oh,
full, completely packed
Okay.
at the moment. They're all asleep.
In theory, we could just we could rapidly squeeze them if we're already in the engine room, or it might be a significant amount of work if we were to tether them to the rear side of our train. However, with a little bit of force, we could just pressure the gas through the room.
Could we just juice them all at one time?
Feasibly, yes. A little bit of applicatory pressure should be able to. I suppose.
I know.
Poof
We have a
them, if you will.
stress compactor. The stress compactor. We could put all the sleeping pugs into the trash compactor, which squeezes everything down. All we need to do is reroute the mass amount of gas
To the back to the ship.
from
to
the trash compactor to the back
of the
of the
ship.
ship. This
I
is
suppose we don't
science
wanna-
and space.
We don't want to actually compact the bugs entirely. That would render our haul fruitless, and most of our voyage would be considered a loss. I think we would have to change the name of the ship from the
It could also
5050 to the
possibly
1090.
explode.
Sorry, a pug ball. Okay.
Also,
Perhaps
Josh,
a
do we have
proper
like a
timing?
rail gun or something on this ship?
It's not a sci-fi ship.
Do we have
You
a?
have cannons. You may have
Oh
a
my God.
Gatling gun.
If we fire the
You might
pugs out
have
the
harpoon
cannon,
Fire the
guns.
bugs.
they will be
Okay.
reaction mass.
Also, we could just. I'm a pug owner, and from experience, if you scare them, they will fart a lot.
They will also multiply.
True.
Yes, emotions.
However, if we have
That's
them
even more
tied
fast.
to the rear side of the ship and we're trying to propel said ship, if they multiply, that's Space's problem. That's no longer. That's no longer our problem.
That's Space's problem.
That now belongs to this black hole.
Yeah.
In theory, if we put one in the cannon, block our side of the cannon, and then we just start multiplying them, they'll multiply away from the ship, which will force us forwards.
I hate,
Oh, so-
I hate that idea, but it works.
I want to do
That's
it now
like some
because I've
Kerbal
broken
Space
physics. 'Cause
Program
we,
shit.
we have
it
infinite
does.
mass, so we can turn that into infinite energy in theory.
It's true. Okay.
I mean, all of these
So
valid
that could
ideas.
work.
So we should start by getting them from this room to the back of with an open compartment. Yeah.
We have guns firing backwards, or do we need to do this strafing sideways?
you can-
One sufficient cannon fire should be enough to send them into shitting fits.
Can we relocate our
Good.
cannon?
Hitting fits. I like it.
It's not already at the back of the vessel.
It's a cannon, so it's probably at the front, right?
Yeah, or the side maybe. Unless we go backwards.
Depends if we have a rear-mounted like chase cannon, or do we have broadsides?
We just hold up
I-
the mic. We just turn on the speaker. One loud bang.
I
One
was
loud
gonna say
bang.
we
That should
start
do it.
playing them like AC/DC or something very loudly.
We just want to scare them. We don't want to gear them to classic rock and roll.
I don't see the problem with this.
Okay. So we need to move some pugs.
Very
I
quietly.
start scooping up handfuls of. This is the most manual labor you'll ever
Yep.
see.
Yeah.
HR do.
Alan,
start
just Alan
scooping
going
up
into pug
pugs.
wrangling.
Yeah, and we're gonna move them to the back of the vessel, right? That's the plan. We're gonna scare them and feed them through the cannon.
No, scare them when they're in the cannon. Otherwise, we have pugs inside the ship. We want to scare them in the cannon. Or
How
don't-
big are these cannons? Will they hold all these pugs?
A lot of some.
What is
cannon
our
will
pug
probably
to
hold-
cannon ratio?
It's probably 3 or 4 pugs per cannon situation.
We have like 20 times that in pugs.
Yeah, it's true.
Do we have a cargo hold that opens externally?
That was what I was saying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So we should take them to
Sure.
the back, drop them, and then we just lob
Open the
them out
cargo
the back.
hold and then just make them happy or scare them or whatever, and then they'll just go into space.
It's true, and it'll push us forward at just the same time as we're gonna hit the go button and loop round.
Yes,
Oh, we should keep 4 of them, uninfected.
we've got them in storage.
I'm
Well, the
sure.
original-
We have at the very least 4. I'll go through the method of potentially soundproofing the room so they do not get scared and in turn create a secondary set of problems.
Our start this all over again.
Play them Dido or something. I'm sure. Wait,
As much
no,
as
that
it
will make them
sounds
sad.
completely adorable, we don't need an infinite loop of pug issues. It's a lot of respiratory problems
I will
already.
invent-
Let's not double that.
The pug drive.
The pug drive. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's start scooping up as
I
many
imagine
pugs
we
as
start
possible.
like wheelbarrowing, like
I'll
pugs from
start
one end of the
getting-
train to the other.
You got
getting other
huge
crew
shovels.
members.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right,
the
now,
two crew
you-
members have
you-
started to calm down from the laughing gas. And they're like, "Yes, ma'am."
Yes. Can you please help us below deck and get transport these pugs to the cargo in the back?
Yes.
Is
Yes.
yeah. Oh, right. You're laughing. Well, please, if you'd move quickly, we only have about 15 or so minutes to transport all these pugs. It would be much appreciated.
Absolutely. And they start to shovel pugs. Whoever is shoveling pugs can
will-
make a roll. Let's make that an iron roll.
Do I get roped into shoveling pugs again?
Not it.
I am not shoveling
I was
pugs.
going to work on the setting up the speakers and so on, but I can also do this if I need to.
You do not want me shoveling pugs, then.
I am delegating shoveling pugs. I can roll for the
Oh yeah,
crewmates.
delegate. That's a hearts roll.
Okay. Let's see how motivated these guys are. All right. This might not be good. Oh, a 10.
Seems pretty good.
They're very motivated. There's
Look,
lots of giggles.
If you want to get a nice cushy job like me as navigator, you have to do some of the dirty work to work your way up. So I believe in you. You'll be able to do a good job.
Oh wow, I could be navigator. And they run off with their shovels and their
Maybe one day,
huge,
yes.
huge scoops of pug.
Can I be laying out like a detailed placement of where all these pugs should go to maximize our push?
Sure.
I'm like, that pile goes there, that pile goes there. This isn't even. Needs to be straighter.
Okay. Sure.
It's like
Yeah,
over analyzing the situation to assure success.
Let's make a mirrors roll +1 for your quartermaster.
All right. Oh. Oh. Oh.
At least you're not in peril.
I don't usually work in pug. I work in numbers.
These pugs do not conform to normal numbers. That is absolutely certain. There's like floating point errors with these, and they just kind of they're not always where you expect them to be. And
You mean floating pug errors?
Tell them to shovel a bunch of pugs, and like you slowly watch as the piles become uneven somehow, and then it's just one big pile eventually, and what you see I think is more green start to spread between these pugs.
I get on comms. We should maybe work faster.
I was just getting to that. Wait, I'm on comms. I was just getting to that. There we go. I would like to hook up some like really big speakers that I'm just gonna lug in and just put in the cargo hold next to the pugs. Big enough that like the sound will reverberate through the ship into the pugs rather than through the air because it will be in the air.
I'm sure the engineer has a very large gramophone that he keeps in his quarters.
Yep. I'll put that, and I'm gonna strap that up. And can I roll with my iron? And
scare the shit out of some pugs.
I'm not gonna scare them. I just want them to really enjoy metal or Victorian metal or whatever it is. Electro swing. I don't have any electro swing available to use in the game, so it's gonna be rock. Whatever.
Does anyone, before, like, I guess this is the inciting event for the pug drive, does anyone have anything else they wanted to do?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that our other hold of pugs, the original cargo, goes undisturbed. So I will be doing some sound dampening, or I guess Zen stating the room I'm engineer proofing it mostly.
Good idea. Okay. That sounds like a hearts roll to me because you're being really cute. And
Thank you. I appreciate that.
you don't even know. It's you're
Pretending I know what I'm doing.
I'm gonna give you +1 for signaler because you got to send out the right signals to these pugs. They got to be chill. Put on some nice music.
Of course.
You get out the burning oil and fill the room with a nice rosemary scent.
Yeah, of course. That you've read my mind.
Yeah.
I got a 6.
That is a 6. I didn't think it's too difficult to engineer this this place. So you're fairly confident that the vibe in here is much more chill than it was previously. And they start to yap a lot less. There's still a few farts, but whatever.
Perfect. I've done my job. I'm sure that we have compensation come Winchester time.
Absolutely. Engineer,
Yes.
would you like to roll iron +1 for your engineering?
Yes, I would. That would be very nice.
To see the reaction of these pugs to your electro swing. Oh, and everyone can take a D3 in peril because this is a dangerous move. But with a 9,
How do I keep critting on this? Damn it. Every peril I've got max.
Yeah.
Navigator, you take a look at exactly when you're going to approach the black hole and where and exactly what angle, and you give the signal.
All right,
Engineer.
everybody. Gird your loins. We're about to hit it.
Do we all go
Strap
to the engineer's
yourselves
room
in.
to strap in?
I
Strap
feel
yourself.
thirsty all of a sudden when she says loins.
Do we go to the engineer's room to strap in?
You have all the chains.
Okay.
Yeah,
you see in the engineer's room there's like a collection of like action figures all in their pristine like little I guess they would be like paper cartons in Victorian times. Full
Yeah.
wall of them.
Yeah. One of them has got a tall top hat with a little bat symbol on it. And
He is the batsman.
he wears spats. Okay, you crank the music. And these pugs go from sleepy to loving it. They're jumping around. They're farting a lot.
It's a
And
pug
they
mosh pit.
Yeah, they mosh in, and like it starts off as a little mosh pit in the center, and then suddenly, like as they jump in, they explode outwards. Has anyone remembered to open the back door?
That was the engineer's. It's not my job.
not
We
my
have
job.
to open it when it gets to critical mass to get the most explosion.
Oh, so we've got to wait for it to build up like popcorn?
Yes.
I'm double buckled at this point.
Hey, well,
We have to decide
Well,
when critical
we had a
mass
plan.
is.
Can I run the numbers and know when critical mass?
That sounds like something that the quartermaster would be essential for.
Okay, I'm going to overanalyze the situation to know how many pugs have to pop before we do.
That is mirrors plus quartermaster plus detailed.
Okay. Okay. A 13!
13. You figure out exactly these quantum pugs, what they're up to, and like you chart exactly the growth rate of this green stuff versus the growth rate, the exponential growth rate of these pugs. As the tune comes to a close, you hear the creaking of the bronze wood walls and floors, and you realize that this is the moment. And the engineer jettisons the pugs, and you can just hear as you accelerate. Come on, bub. We got.
We're not even there yet, man.
Oh my god.
Okay.
The pug drive forces you forward as an exponential number of pugs. You look out the back window and
Cheeks
see just a
blowing back.
line of pugs just expanding. Yep. You are. I love this job.
Oh my god.
We see, and everyone feels the intense gravitational waves of this black hole as you are inserted into the kind of course that your navigator has set for you. Things begin to shake, and it's getting pretty dicey. You need to make sure that you are on exactly the right chart. You don't end up in a black hole, and you don't end up getting flung off in the wrong direction
Yeah,
or
we just want to go
exploded.
around it.
So at this point, you all feel the gravitational waves slowly pull you in as you accelerate even further. And you realize, Navigator, you're at risk of being sucked into a black hole.
No, Lily.
No. We can get out of this. We can do this. Oh god. Okay. So, are we able to like push the acceleration even more so that we like? Can I yell to the engineer, "More pugs, more"?
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
Oh God. Okay. Clementine humbles herself when she hears that it's not enough. That there's not enough pugs. I need to do something to scare them. And oh man, I come over with my clipboard, and Clementine looks at all the pugs, and she goes, "As your HR representative, I am here to tell you that due to employee complaints, you're all fired."
You're firing the pugs?
I'm firing the pugs to hopefully enrage, to anger
Have
them
them
so that
mass
they
produce.
will reproduce at mass rate.
Okay. That's a Veils roll.
Oh. Okay.
You're just trying to deceive sentient fungus pugs.
I am.
Um,
I have nothing to add to this, y'all. I have nothing to add to this. Okay.
I mean,
Oh,
in
no.
fairness, you did get up when we're under acceleration near a black hole, so this makes sense.
Oh no.
Okay. Maybe they stop reproducing. That'd be a miracle.
You're in peril, right?
Like, oh, the
I don't
pressure of a
fucking know.
workload is relieved. Now I get to relax.
I rolled a 1 with nothing to add to it.
and that's under your peril score, I assume.
You know what we do?
Yeah, by
We
4.
walk in the room and we show them a crate, a puppy crate. Get in the crate! Get in the crate! And
Okay. Yeah, that is under my peril by 3. Is there anything I can do to make that peril less?
You can spend tenacity to remove as much peril as you'd like.
Yeah, you'd still be 2 over though.
You don't have to do
Why?
it one at a time.
You only got
I
1
would-
tenacity, right?
I don't
No,
know
I've
how
got
much.
3.
Oh, holy shit!
Oh, you can spend all
I've
that
got
then.
spent. I'm gonna spend all. Can I spend all 3 of them?
You absolutely can. What peril are you up to after that?
4. So I'm at peril 4 now, and I'll spend what? Is that 2 tenacity or 3?
You can spend 3 if you want.
And that will
but
drop it to
that'll
1?
But that's still equal to your roll, I'm
Yeah.
afraid. So you're not in a lot of peril.
Okay,
Let's
well I'll
say
be in.
that.
I'll take a little peril versus
Yeah.
a lot of peril.
It's okay.
Absolutely. Okay, so you're only in a little peril. Oh, I know what happens. You lose the condition strange taste,
Okay.
and you gain the condition
God.
a scratch in your throat. And in the back of your head, as you're saying, you're fired. What you actually say is, Jesus, I don't even know what happens next. Something.
I was okay. Question: is it opposite of your fired, or is it opposite in intention of your fired?
It's something that calms down the pugs. Oh, you know what you say? We're all off to New Winchester.
Damn it! I want to say you're fired, but I go, we're off to New Winchester.
Yay! And the voice in the back of your head's like, New Winchester, yay, pugs! And the pugs explode. Not literally. In
Oh,
volume
I
of
thought that
pugs
was like.
produced.
I hang on to a chain that's like, no.
And you slowly eke towards the event horizon of the black hole. Time slows. And Clementine is in danger.
I will try and deal with this. I am built for black holes.
Oh no, they're hired.
I'm gonna get out. And as I'm gonna go save Clementine, I'm gonna get on the radio and I'm gonna start singing to the pugs, because I'm a firm believer that positive motivation is better than intimidation. So as I'm walking to go save Clementine, I'm gonna sing to the pugs to make them in a happy, fun-loving mood.
So are we trying to calm them down now?
No, we need more acceleration.
No, I
more
failed my
acceleration?
roll. It was my goal was to anger them, and I did the opposite because I rolled poorly.
And
Are
so
they currently being? We've opened up the room, right? Or are we still trying to build pressure?
okay, so the situation with the pugs is the pressure is built, and the pugs are blasting out the back along with your own propulsion, but the new Winchester thing has excited them to the point where they're going and reproducing even faster, but that has caused stress on the actual structure of your ship.
Oh, okay. I thought you were calming them down so they didn't reproduce. Okay.
So we're going too fast then.
Going too fast.
You may
Too
be
fast
flung
or-
off in the wrong direction.
Less
Let's say
pugs,
that.
Okay.
less pugs.
Okay.
Less pugs.
Or we just point ourselves in a different direction.
Well,
We'll just
what-
get there faster.
point ourselves in a different
Just
direction.
point ourselves in different direction. It's like riding a bull. You just need to keep pointing in the right direction and you should be fine. You'll just get there faster. I need to go deal with Clementine. I'm sure you've got this, Lily.
Okay. I'll do my best to
Also,
point
be
us
careful.
in
That one is
another
limited
direction.
edition.
Okay.
I look to Lily. Maybe we should vent them in a different direction and give them different stimulus, so we get more gas from one side than another.
That might work. Yes, let's try that. So we need to give them emotions to not
Fear them for excitement. Fear only lasts so long, but excitement is, after all, forever. I may know just the thing. I know that they like being applied to the fact that they could be good and or bad boys, and I know that they enjoy walkies and biscuits. So if we make promises, we can come through, and this could work, I believe.
All right, good. All right, you're in charge then of the pug monitoring of emotions.
All right. I found my second job.
I will work on re-navigating our course so that we can kind of steer away from the black hole and get ourselves moving once the pugs start producing.
Okay, I'm going to find the rest of our food stores and prep myself to remind these boys that they're good boys and promise lots of walkies. Do we have a leash on board? Wait a minute. Going back to the engineer's room, I'm going to find all of the straps and a leash.
That's amazing.
Okay, so what we're going to do first is, Lily, you will make a mirrors roll, +1 for
Okay.
your navigator.
Okay. Mirrors. 1 second. +1. Oh, a 13. I rolled a 10.
Yes, you can take a quick look at some of your calculations from before, and you're like, we're almost to the ejection point, and you kind of wrangle the controls of this locomotive so that you are closer to being ejected. In fact, you're definitely going to go on the right point, and you're probably going to end up being even faster to your objective than previous because of A, your excellent roll, and B, the pugs.
The vector of the pug stream seems to have changed.
This is working, everybody. Keep it up with the pugs. I'll put on the intercoms. I've found our next route. We're rapidly approaching.
I'm still in peril.
I'm coming. I will be there shortly.
Okay. Next, we should have the pug encouragement officer.
That's your new, yeah, your
I'm the peck.
second job.
I'm the peck, the PEC, if you will.
I feel like that should spell pug. Never mind. I can't think of an
Pug,
acronym.
uplift. God.
Yeah, pug uplift guard. Okay, so you, with application of more biscuits, yeah, let's say
This has to work. And anyone that says otherwise, well, you know what I say. I hate naysayers. We got to give it our all.
do you want to make another hearts roll?
I can. I certainly can. I mean, I'm actually not going to take them for walks because that's a lot of pugs. So could I use veils here?
Yes, you can.
I will. I will use
It's a lot
veils.
of walks. You have a
You're
you have a
definitely not
peek
paid
in the
for
storage room. You have not only a storage room full of pugs, but all of the pugs that have now been ejected.
Okay. Okay. Then what kind of values am I going to be getting here as bonus?
Oh God, I would say, +1 for Rambler,
All right.
but that's probably it.
And the 2 for veils?
Yes.
Got it. I got a 10.
A 10.
Nice.
You lie bald-facedly to these pugs, and they will. The pugs remember this, but for the moment they are 100% convinced. More walkies, and you see their little tails wag, and like you just see their eyes glisten, and all of them.
There it goes.
Every single one of them doubles, and everyone feels the jolt.
I imagine that, like what's
Star
happening is,
Trek
like, Lily's,
style.
like, on the comms being like, wait, we're on Vector. Quick, more of them. And you're like, walkies. And they're like, yay! And then she's like, we're off Vector. Be like,
Full speed
no
ahead.
walkies. Walkies. Yay! Walkies. Oh.
Good boys, and then you throw a few biscuits in, and they just disappear into the mass.
Oh my god, the unblinking horde of dogs.
God.
Oh my God!
You know, if we make too much of an abrupt stop at any point, they will likely lose their eyeballs, all of them.
Well, that we cannot
God.
handle. There are some things out of our control.
Okay, so you now feel it. The gravitational pull on you to one side has lessened. Navigator, you are at the ejection point, and you are storming ahead. You are 100% going to catch up to this this other locomotive that we have entirely forgotten about. But up until
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Right, that's the actual.
That's the actual mission.
we care about is selling pugs. That is what we do.
yeah.
We are in the
Okay.
passage, coming up from behind. We're about to reach ejection point.
We are indeed.
My god. We've completely destabilized the value of pugs in this place since we've got an unending stream.
Pug will
of
crash
pugs.
if we allow most of these to be sold. We will have to release them in small quantities.
I'm not gonna lie. You look out the back, and there is just a glistening stream of pugs like curving around the black hole.
It's like
You
a
can
now
see
a
them-
new asteroid belt.
Oh god, I need to add so many more pugs to the
Pug
overlay.
steroid belt.
Oh my
You
god.
you can see a lot of them falling into the black hole, and
Oh,
it
no.
begins to
We're
grow.
also dealing with we're dealing with the overpopulation problem. We're actually saving everybody, pugs included,
I
from
think
overpopulation.
I think the black hole, in fact, changes from not just a black hole. It grows in size and then gets like a black to beige ombre. Because it is now pug flavored. Okay, you are out.
We did it.
You are out.
Where does
and
it
you
take
are-
us?
I think you you see in the very far distance that locomotive that was
Okay.
once yours and is now taken over by pugs and some Star Madden infested sailor.
Do you mind if I save Clementine first?
Oh yeah, also that's happening.
yes.
Clementine, you're feeling like you've got a bit of a sore throat. You're really, really thirsty.
Engineer, I don't mean to
Clementine.
alarm you, but I'm feeling parched.
Oh no!
Comes out as a croak, and like a little vapor of spores comes out.
Yet you are infected like I was. You can beat
No,
it.
I wouldn't.
The first
I'm a
step
good
is
employee. If I
acceptance.
was sick, I would have stayed home today.
The
No need
first
to get
step is
everybody else ill.
acceptance. I was there too, and it is a very rough place. But with your help, and we will get through this. I am your friend. I am here to help you in any way I can. You helped me when I was low, and
Do you
I
have
managed
some-
to take the voice and pack it away in my mind into a corner with all the other stuff from my childhood.
Do you have something to drink?
God, of course, I have many Capri Suns.
Snatch one and like trying to
I don't think that is
satiate
going to
my
help with the
thirst.
infection of the disease that will slowly run rampant in your mind and take control.
No.
Clementine, believe me, you saved me when I was at my lowest. You can beat the
No.
voice. Have you found yourself feeling particularly strange recently, or saying things that you did not think? Communicating with individuals telepathically over vast distances?
I
With
checked my
malevolent
notes.
intent?
No, I don't have nothing written about that. No.
You definitely see as she goes through her notes, like there's pug numbers scribbled in and then crossed out, and then like they're in a gap. There's like New Winchester, and then pug numbers.
Maybe a strange obsession with New Winchester. Do you notice
A
any of
Winchester?
that?
I
There we
mean,
go. That is the obsession. Do you remember earlier when
I
I
have-
was...
only a particular obsessive interest in going there.
How do you feel when I say to you, New Winchester?
My eye twitches. I feel like we should visit.
Do you notice anything strange about that thought? Is it an outside feeling that you feel hurled upon you?
If by outside you mean it's in my head, then yes.
Yes, but do you feel like it's a sudden change in state of personality or emotion? A sure sign
Is
of
this my
telepathic
90-day
override.
review? Are you pranking me?
This is totally your review, and the only way to pass it is to pack that voice into a tiny box in your head and store it away.
It's true. Anytime I've ever had a review, I always have to mentally prepare. I wish you had told me. You know, you're not supposed to
It's,
spring these on people.
It's the surprise review. The captain required it.
We should commandeer the ship and go straight to New Winchester. Give everyone pugs.
What if I told you I think we should commandeer this ship and fuck the pugs?
After you pack the voice into a corner of your mind, we will totally do that.
What if I told you that the voice told me
Yes.
that we should commandeer this vessel and go to New Winchester?
After we pack the voice into a tiny box in the corner of your mind, in the same place where we put what I saw in your bedroom when I walked in by mistake without knocking.
Engineer, I would like you to make me. This sounds like a hearts roll.
Yep. I always support my friends.
I feel like
nice.
underappreciated gets you a +1 here.
Underappreciated, and I always support my friends.
Yep.
Okay, let's try this. For 5.
A
Is
5.
Can I spend tenacity to get a 6 for a success?
Let's say yes.
Okay.
So, 6. I think what you do is you manage to guide Clementine through her 90-day review, and every now and again you just give her a Capri Sun. And by the end of it, you realize that you are entirely out of liquids on this place. Maybe apart from like the steam fluid, the water for the steam engine. Clementine, you are no longer in peril.
You feel better for your review.
Did I pass?
You passed with flying. Let me ask you this question. How do you feel when I say New Winchester?
Why would we go to New Winchester?
You have passed with flying colors. Well done.
Okay.
I will definitely recommend you for a...
Promotion?
I was going to say day off, but sure. No one listens to me anyway. It won't make a difference.
I snatched my clipboard back, which I'm sure he took for the purposes of my
Yeah, I
review.
also got your eyeglasses on and everything.
Yeah, I take everything back that belongs to
The
me.
headband. I've definitely got the little headband.
Did it work? Did we make it through the black hole?
I believe the pun vector has definitely improved.
At this point, Lily will get on
Yeah.
the PA and make an announcement for the entire ship to hear.
Ding bong.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is your navigator, Lily speaking. I am happy to announce that we have successfully navigated around the black hole. So a round of applause to everybody on the ship for your success and everybody who made this possible. Especially me, who had to do some very heavy calculating to make sure we successfully got past the event horizon and got through the black hole.
Maybe it's time for a Friday pizza party. A little, this week for doing such a good job.
This was indeed a very perilous navigation, and I think that all of the crew deserves a reward for their hard work for producing as many pugs as possible to give us the exact acceleration we needed to get around.
It's true. It's true. We really work together as a team.
We are rapidly approaching the rogue ship. It is approximately 10 minutes from our current point. So, yes.
Did we actually have a plan for what happens when we catch this ship?
Well, I would recommend that we try to
Well, we are pirates.
board the ship like pirates. Yes.
Then we will be exposed to more infectious pugs.
Well,
I
do we
feel
have
like maybe
any?
haven't thought this one fully through.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. The goal here is to assure that Pug Zero does not make it home. Right?
You hear the captain clomping in. Yeah.
Captain
Slizzard?
He's
How-
still bleeding profusely.
Are you? Seem well? We
I'm
just
better
slung
than
around
ever.
a black hole. Don't know if you knew.
I maybe passed out for a little bit.
Captain, I've got a question for you.
Certainly.
How do you feel when I say the words New Winchester to you?
Burn the place to the ground.
Like that. That's a good one.
And then give everyone pugs. No,
Wait.
he doesn't say that.
I was about to say, that's definitely not.
Sounds like a lot of work, but since we're close, we can finally capitalize on our original goal and destination.
It's true.
What's the ETA on our side ship? Our that left with the original pugs?
We should be approaching it shortly, within the hour. Probably actually within the next 10 minutes as our acceleration from the black hole has exponentially sped up the ship still, and we still have the momentum. So we should be getting there very soon.
I
Should
don't
we have
mean
a
to be
plan then?
but we're wet blanket.
Perhaps.
But yeah, do we have a plan?
Perhaps
Kill
we
them
should.
all.
We could ram them.
Does
at the
anybody?
pointy end.
We could just try to, rather than board the ship, just try to destroy it.
I actually have a suggestion. Well, Captain, you may have to hear me out on this because this may end up being a favor for you as well. I've acquired assistance from the Queen's
Queen Victoria's
wind, and I believe that Captain Brannigan is going to assist us under the idea that he will
Captain
acquire.
Brannigan's a blackguard.
Well,
Hear me out, Captain. I believe that this could benefit all of us on board. If they acquire or take down the spare vessel, this could also take down Captain Brannigan.
I like your thinking. If we
Thank
can
you.
get them to be crushed under pugs. I
Well,
like that idea.
Oh, when they all leave their vessel to go and board our vessel, we could just board their vessel.
Right. Well, then we should make a plan for that. Perhaps set some explosives, perhaps? Since our ship is now, well, I would say that it's significantly less than a 50% chance of survival at this point.
Sorry, what's the plan here, or what's the suggested plan here? We want to not board it, or we want to attack it?
As long as that ship doesn't make it to New Winchestershire. And maybe if we take down Captain Brannigan on the way, that won't be too bad.
Oh,
I leave it to you now. And
can't we just shoot it out of the air? We're pirates.
he appears to have passed out from blood loss.
Oh my god. Perhaps our next stop we should find some medical reserve along the way for the
He's
captain.
been through worse.
Are we the captain now, then? If he's down and out, does that
You
make
just
us
hear
the
him
captain?
go as you say, "Are we the captain?"
Wait, Captain, reply with blow if we get a pay rise. Damn it, I thought that would work.
Okay, so what if we don't board it and we don't try to save the damn pugs? We've got 4 pugs.
Got multiple
Fresh
pugs.
pugs.
True. I still believe that we shouldn't worry so much about removing that vessel as much as the threat of Captain Brannigan when he finds that we have potentially sabotaged his own personal mission at Financial Growth.
What if we just let him board the pug ship, we board his ship, and then we fly away with his ship?
Well, I mean, I hate to point out the obvious, but wouldn't they see us coming from miles away since we are, after all, a locomotive in the sky?
But we can park next to them
I
and
would
be
buy
like,
pugs,
yes, we
no
will
less.
definitely help you invade the pug ship. Let
Do
us
we
just,
still
oh
have
no, our
the
airlock is
one-
stuck. It will take us an extra 2 minutes. You go ahead without us. Oh no, look, we have got on your ship and taken it. I'm using
Well, I'll
action
let you
figures
do
to
that planning then.
I feel like it's a bit of a risk if we board because they could all be infected.
That's
What
why
we
we let
thought-
Captain Brannigan do the boarding.
Can't we just kill the mushroom? Dearest mommy? If we get to New Winchester before they do, we can go in, find the giant mushroom who's sporing everyone, and just burn it to the ground.
You mean the mushroom I collected from the planet? I left it in the galley on that ship.
You
So,
I think
We
when
need to find
reach
the
New
mother
Winchester,
spore.
we find not only a doctor to board our ship, but we also work on acquiring an effective and well-rounded engineer. This one is, I'm not quite sure
I'm
where
not
we
a
found him.
biologist. I was not told that mushrooms were bad. They make quite tasty stew. Especially considering the rations we are given.
okay?
One time I was given literal cardboard.
It was all we had. It's before we was
I'm
rolling
not
into
a
pugs.
recycling machine.
Look at you.
I need protein. Cardboard does not have any. It is refined cellulose and carbohydrates.
You done?
I'll blow up your duck.
I'm not against this idea of us destroying the ship.
Okay. Oh.
Why don't we destroy both?
Oh. Okay. So what's gonna happen? Say they land in New Winchester. What are they gonna do?
Infect everyone with pugs, and then get on more ships, and then fly elsewhere with more pugs.
Yeah, you both the engineer and Clementine hear a little yay, pugs, everyone pugs.
Look, I've told you to be quiet. Go back into the dark recesses of my mind with my childhood.
Okay, but there's pugs here.
Okay, so
I'll be along momentarily.
if we make it to New Winchester before they do, we meet them at the docks. Some of us meet them, stop the pugs, and the rest of us acquire their vessel.
It's
We
risky.
could.
Technically, we're not even allowed in New Winchester, though that's never stopped us.
It's never stopped us, and we're going to be leaving that vessel behind. So they're going to go onto a vessel that's empty.
Right.
You could always as well make it to New Winchester and file a report stating, I thought it might, I am, after all, pandering to your own desires here, that we would file a sickness report and declare that they are all ill and potentially incredibly infectious. And
Wait, can I do that from here?
well,
Could send a message.
perhaps we can try, but we never actually got a return message from the Port Authority when I first filed.
Well, let's do it again. Let's tell them that the ship's infected and try to get them, because then the Port Authority won't even let us on dock.
That's a point. That is a good point. That's why I felt that we should utilize maximum pug propulsion and gear ourselves directly to Winchester before Brannigan and the pug side ship, so that we could show them the proof, even if they have to put us in some sort of stasis or hold for at maximum of 2 weeks. I think that is safer.
Does not sound beneficial.
Well, we are making good progress. We can probably get there before them at this rate.
Why don't we catch them en route, and then do whatever we need to do, and then leave?
Are you going to go on board and kill them? Because, I'm not really good at that.
Neither am I. It's not even in my contract.
I could just go on board and chuck them onto the other ship, and then fly their ship away.
What do we know about Brannigan's ship? Is it stronger than our? Is it like, what do we know? If it is a reputable ship, then what are we aware of?
Oof. Let's see.
What
It
two words
is-
describes it?
Also, is it feasible
Yeah.
for us to change the music? Like, I can only tap my toe for so long. I think my left foot is actually starting to go nuts.
This doom sounding music, yeah, it's
I've
It's
changed
awesome.
the pug music.
Thank you.
We're out of pugs.
So, Captain Brannigan's ship, the Royal Wind, is
It's Queen
or the
Victoria's
Queen's
wind. I've got a joke
Queen
coming
Victoria's
about
Wind. Sorry, my mistake. Is probably best described by two adjectives, I feel.
that. Oh, weird.
And they are probably beautiful and upgunned.
oh dear.
So we're just
That
getting
sounds-
close under the guise of being friends, and then nope, feel it.
Your ship is nimble
We are nimble
and infested.
and infested, but we could only deal with one problem at a time, okay? So,
And then we can get a
shall-
beautiful ship and fly that away, and then if we need to, leave ours behind.
Right.
It is
Right.
infested.
It was.
It is
solved that
probably still
problem.
be infested. I'll be honest, it's got the adjective. It's very hard to remove. It's on the side of the hull and everything.
I'll
Okay.
Scratch that in under the name.
I tried painting over it. It doesn't work.
Okay.
You're
Yeah, I
just
don't-
happy that you don't have one of those cursed infested ships.
Yeah, that's lucky.
I was thinking of lucky. We couldn't afford a third adjective. Charge extra for that.
I just don't know if going head on and taking them on before they get there's the right option.
Hey, you're good at lying to people, right?
No. No.
I have managed to fool most all of you at every turn. I could likely do that myself.
That is not encouraging to hear.
You could really just go to the ship and be like, oh no, they need reinforcements down below. You should go aid them, or the pugs are gonna multiply. And then they send
Or-
reinforcements. Then we just take their ship.
They wants to be working for the pug fungi, so you goes on board and tell him, Winchester's where we're going, like play into the whole zombie
Yes.
bit, and then tell them that we've all been infected. Then they're gonna want to work with us.
And attack Captain Brannigan.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, but I'm down to try anyway.
Well, a little hope. That's what the post in the break room says. Never hurt anyone.
I have standard expectations, and survival, well, has always been 50-50 aboard this ship. I suppose it might be greater on theirs.
Well, your logic seems sound.
It does have more guns. That makes it a better ship. It also is not infested. I feel this is an absolute win.
So are we just ignoring this rogue ship then? Are we going to do anything about it?
Oh, we will let them attack the rogue ship, and then when they're attacking it, we do the fake out.
Yeah, we do the loop and swoop and jump to the side and
Peek out.
Spartan kick them
And
off
then
their
when
own
they're
ship.
on the ship that's infested fighting each other, we can just let them kill each other or blow it up. We will have two ships.
I see. All right. This does seem like the best idea that we've had thus far. So
Also, free
Well,
ship.
I don't know. I feel like blowing pugs out the back end of our vessel was
that was
pretty
Pug
actually
drive is definitely one of the better inventions.
This is
Very
certainly
clever.
the fastest you've ever been.
Our
All right.
vessel's not torn apart is beyond me, but I'm glad.
I also hear Queen Victoria's wind is very powerful and coming up from behind fast. We should make a move.
So shall I set a course to intercept? I missed it.
It's not
yes.
important. So you set a course. Probably
Yes.
for the best. You set a course. Okay. And your intention is to allow the Queen Victoria's Wind to engage with the infected ship.
The rogue ship, yeah.
Do the boarding. We tell them it's very valuable loot that we're splitting, right? So they will want to do the boarding.
And then you use that opportunity while they're distracted to board their ship.
Yes.
Oh no,
Flying.
they definitely know what's on board. I told them what was on board, and they were like, "Hell yeah, we want a cut of that."
Yeah, there we go.
I want some of this pug
yeah.
action.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, I think you're coming up very quickly with your pug drive upon this infected ship, and it seems a lot greener. Seems to have more like sprouts on it than it did last time you saw it.
Huh.
The crazy stallion is a little bit wilder looking, and in the distance you see Queen Victoria's Wind. It is gorgeous, a sleek locomotive in white and gold, and it is charging along at a decent pace. And you build up steam.
Does it have a lot of guns?
Lily, make a navigation roll.
Navigation.
On Lily.
So would that be mirrors or?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh, this is to allow you to confront them, isn't?
Yes.
So I'm going to say iron. Iron +1 for your navigation.
All right. Let's see how we do. Oh God. A 2.
Can you not be in peril?
Peril.
My peril is 2.
You've got tenacity, right?
Yes, I do.
So you could
I
spend,
would
so
yeah,
succeed.
spend 1 so you're not
Let's
in
spend
danger.
1. Yes.
I don't think we have it in us for more danger at this point.
I was going to say +1 for having a nimble locomotive as well, but that's not
nice.
important when you fail.
Yeah. I also have a
But
-1
you
in
wouldn't be
iron,
in
so
peril, so.
But yeah.
yes.
Oh, I guess you can take that tenacity back then, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You pick up pace. And you try and make it look like you're going to attack this ship. And they get in close. They fire off a few shells, realize it's not going to fire back, and there's like a weird wibbling going on as the shells impact the green goo on the outside, and they begin a boarding maneuver to, you can only assume, kill the people inside and steal the pugs. And to get close to that, you try and like do a cool little drift in space, which everything is drifting, but that doesn't make a difference because
Doesn't help our story, damn it.
The pug drive throws off your navigation calculations, and you crash directly into the rogue ship.
Oh dear.
You T-bone this ship.
Oh.
And like slowly you hear the creak of the metal boards at the front of your ship as they continue to push. All 3 of these ships now piled up, so it's like your ship, the rogue ship, and on the other side
Is
the
victorious wind.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm still getting used to this new pug drive that we've installed. Brace for impact as we just immediately.
So polite.
Yeah.
The other 3 from the tower.
Is damage report?
You knocked
Yeah.
over my action figures. This one was very valuable. It was worth 2 shillings halfpenny.
Oh,
Technically, you're in contact with the thing. You could do whatever you want at this point. You're just
Okay, so
pushing
we're officially
them.
like docked with this.
Docked is one
Unofficially
way of
docked, I
putting
would
it.
say.
I would say docked with brute
Okay.
force.
Docked with extreme
Prejudice.
prejudice.
Okay.
well, the good news is this looks like we're trying to deal with this rogue ship, and Queen
know what?
Victoria is not far.
We could get on board their ship and we could just blow their ship up. It would deal with the other ship as well.
There is a lot of pug methane.
Then we wouldn't have a ship, right?
And
We
blow
take
up
their
our ship as well.
We take the better ship.
If we can succeed in doing that, that's quite a difficult task at this point, but it's possible. Just blow up both of these ships and grab the much nicer, more beautiful, more stunning ship.
They are upgunned, after all.
This
Yes.
is true. I think this is an excellent idea and will not go wrong in any way.
Of course
I'm a
not.
glass half full kind of guy anyway. Let's go
I feel
for
we
it.
have a 50-50 chance. Let me just go set the reactor to overload.
All right.
Is less of a reactor, more of a
What?
furnace?
Furnace, yeah.
It's a reactor of kind. It has a reaction.
There's reactions in there.
Yes. Probably better actually just to like set a thing in the pug bay just for the farts, to be honest, at this stage.
It's up to you.
I-
Who would like to do what?
I don't even know where to begin. I am not suited for boarding or taking over another vessel. Is there a way I can like help plot this so that we can be more successful?
You could plot how to like best vent their ship in places and stuff.
I would say maybe. Yes.
Okay.
Details?
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna blow up 2 ships and take the 3rd.
Ideally, we do the taking of the ship before they blow up, but yes.
Okay. So we've got
The quartermaster. You would be aware of the various volatile cargo in this and the other ship.
Okay. So I would know what we would need to use to like ignite this.
Yeah, if you want to do the blowing up of this ship, then I can go with the rest of the team over.
Okay. I'll blow up this vessel because I know the most about it. Would that be my mirrors?
Yes.
Okay.
Mirrors
Okay.
+1 for quartermaster.
From quartermaster. Okay. 12.
12. So you are aware that this other ship, this smuggling ship, the Crazy Stallion, is. I should have called it the Wild Stallion. Never mind.
I was going to say call it the 7030. I was like, that was our better ship. It had a much better success rate.
It has a significant cache of weaponry, namely explosive shells.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, it also has. Let's give you some fun stuff that if you want to, you can steal or whatever. It has chorister bee honey. It's got a casket of unstamped time.
I was about to say, you've got to have
Unstamped
time.
hours. Sorry.
Okay.
Ooh. What else have we got? Yeah, it was an hours smuggling ship, so it's probably got some of them.
Okay.
What other cargo is there? Yeah, it's got chorister nectar.
How would I move all this
dried
cargo?
tea.
That's a lot of cargo, yeah?
There's some cargo in there. I mean, you don't
I'm
have
thirsty.
to use all of
I
it.
just grab a single jar of honey and leave the rest of it. Like, ooh. I scoop that. The rest of it is, I don't deal in anything but dogs, so.
Okay, yeah. Would you like to go inside?
Don't I have to be able to set this?
Well, if you want to just know what is on there versus actually going and doing it.
I thought
You
we were
would
going to
be
blow
able
up our
to
ship,
tell
which would
if
like
you
blow
would-
up their ship because we were next to them. That was the idea.
No, then I don't need all of that.
Okay.
Leave-
no, you
leave the
just know
stuff.
that there's volatile cargo on there.
Okay, perfect. Then that's all I need. As long as I know there's volatile cargo and I know how to explode it at a 12
Absolutely.
successfully.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
You know where you need to put the explosion to set it off as a secondary
Perfect.
explosion.
Then that's definitely. Then that's. I kind
Well,
of.
we know exactly what's on our ship, right? Our ship is already damaged from explosions and
Collisions.
pug
and bugs
outings.
and-
We're in a really bad position. Theirs just took a ding right on the side, yeah. And so, wouldn't it be better for us to board theirs, take what little we have here? Really, we just need our cargo and express. You know, we just set some bombs on ours, and
Yeah.
once their men board on to acquire the quote unquote pug cargo that we have just really cordoned off behind us, we yeet ourselves on board of their ship and convince them they're going to need way more men to take what they need to lure the pugs out.
Clementine nods along. Well, you are
Okay.
the speaker. Can you convince them of this?
Maybe if I
I
get one of their
can't hurt to
uniforms
try.
for you, and then you dress up in their uniform, and you could come back with the pugs and be like, "Look at the cargo we got. It's great. You should go and join them. Get a share."
So, question: Brannigan? What does Brannigan think of Slizzard? Is it like, do they have a feud?
You don't know, but you can imagine. Yes, if Slizzard hates someone, they probably hate him back.
Okay. I have a bit of a wild idea. Our captain, after all, is down and out for the time being. So perhaps we appear as advantageous mutineers, so to speak. We'll say that Brannigan has locked himself in the hold with the pugs, and he is holding them, so to speak, perhaps hostage for some reason, but he's been injured. wouldn't Brannigan be interested in something like that, even seeing to it himself feasibly? Remove the captain from the ship and his men, and we take our downed captain, point to downed captain right here sleeping, and just dazzle him up, swaddle him in a bag or something, gag him. I mean, we've got plenty of gags found in the engineer's room, shouldn't be a problem. And
Those
then
were confiscated from Jetta.
certainly that makes sense. And we nestle our little puglings on board along with the captain, and you click click boom, right? That makes sense. We just get out of Dodge and we deal with that pug problem behind them. We get the beautiful ship, the captain, our crew of what we need here, and we're good to go.
We could just shoot them with the big guns and then they will explode because Jetta said she knew exactly where the explosives were. That will work perfectly. I like this plan. What could possibly go wrong? It is foolproof.
Nothing.
All right.
Never say never, right?
Should I
50-50.
answer that? Okay.
That's a good point. I feel like you should all have some tenacity at this point, most certainly.
One.
Yes.
Oh, I thought
Tenacity.
that was gonna mean more.
Yeah, you know what? Roll a d3, all of you, and then you can have that much tenacity.
Watch. This is where I roll minimum.
Roll a 1.
Oh,
You
thank
rolled
God.
3.
Yes.
Nice.
I got a 2.
I also got a 3.
Okay,
Awesome.
so
I'm gonna go
Everyone-
down. I'm gonna deperil myself.
smart idea. Where would you like to start?
Well, let's bag up the captain and box up
Yep.
our pugs up
Yep.
on top ship,
Okay.
Okay.
and then
Oh, yeah,
while I'm doing
okay.
that, others can start setting up our rigging explosives or whatever is going to reap the maximum impact upon.
Yes, whatever
our
I have
ship.
to do. I would think I'm on explosive duty probably at this
We
point.
could just shoot it from the other ship, surely, and try and avoid handling explosive volatile cargo that might go wrong.
Yeah, but I can't use a gun. I can handle volatile cargo.
You can
Better.
optimize the best place to target based on your knowledge of explosive volatile chemicals and compounds.
Is
Well,
shooting
you
a
know-
gun based on my mirrors or based on iron?
It would be iron. That's
Yeah,
a
no.
very aggressive maneuver.
I'm at negative on iron.
Yeah, me too. So
Same.
I'm gonna keep my I'm gonna do it the scientific way and like set some kind of a timer on it. Since it's steampunk and I have a bunch of gears and stuff that like click 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 together, and I'll make a device to actually set it off.
Okay. You are making a fuse essentially, right? So you can roll mirrors plus. one
I
for
do.
details.
Okay. I was about to say I will always overanalyze. So, okay.
Yeah.
So a detailed.
And I think you can also roll me a d6 because you are. This is a perilous situation.
That
and you are
it is.
setting up an explosive.
Okay, I succeeded, not very well. Can I spend my This seems important. Can I spend my tenacity to make that? I guess it's already a success, isn't
You
it?
also have to roll for the peril before the roll, so it might end up being more peril than the roll, so it's worth.
It's
There we go.
so what's
So
your
my
total
my peril's at 2. That makes it 6.
Okay.
So it doesn't match. So if you reduce
I would
it with
need to
tenacity-
spend the tenacity to
Spend
go up
tenacity.
1. So I would make that a 7.
Or you could go down the.
I would make it a 7 because not all rolls are targeted equally. And this is a more difficult task as you're creating an intricate fuse. With a 7, if that's where
sense.
you're choosing to spend your tenacity.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll go up to a 7. That seems right.
Yeah. With a 7, you have a timer. And it's reliable?
Okay.
Question mark?
Okay.
The confidence in that voice does not fill me with that confidence.
Well, I can't go back on it now. I have made our detonator. It might have been a whole hell of a lot worse had I tried to shoot it. So.
That is very true. You set that where you set it up with some explosives from your ship's cannons.
Yeah, our cargo, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you set that up at vital points on your own ship. And as far as you're all aware, as soon as you set off the timer to go for however long you choose, that is probably when you should start moving.
Yes.
Did you want to send a message to Captain Brannigan?
Not it.
Well, I mean, we're right there on their ship, right? Like
You're
we've-
currently on your ship.
we've impacted them.
50-50.
We impacted the other ship, right?
Alan,
The rogue.
you're the comsman. You could send a message pretending to be from them, being like, "Send please reinforcements." That would be very helpful.
Is there a method outside of Morse code?
There's lamplight,
Okay.
signal lamps.
Then I'm gonna if I know this is Brannigan's ship, then I'm gonna I guess I will I'll do the Morse coding part. I'll say in highlights, Brannigan's gone mad, injured, holding Pugs hostage, looking for desirable captain, strong crewman. Please help our ship. We'll give Pugs.
Okay, yeah, roll your hearts, or no, your veils, sorry, plus your 1 for signaler, and do you get any?
Maybe rambling.
I think rambling would probably give you a negative on this.
Okay.
Informative though, plus 1.
All right. This is actually pretty good. 11.
11. Yeah, you get a message back quickly in Morse that types out, "This is Brannigan. Come quick. You will be received by our crew. We are currently fighting the Pugs? Question mark. If there's a Morse code for Pugs in the rogue ship.
Sure.
Make your way over here. I will personally see to Slizzard."
I give everybody the thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. It's working.
All right. Let's get on board then.
Are you taking Brannigan with you? Sorry, not Brannigan.
Slizzard?
Slizzard?
Redman.
I think I point to the engineer and I say, "You're a rather big fella. Why don't we swaddle him on your back?
Do
We
have
have
to?
belongings."
This feels like discrimination because of my size.
Well, but
No,
not very
in our
strong.
office, it's celebration. We are celebrating your size.
Could we
your
just not leave him
sheer
behind to
girth
go boom?
is well. Then who would be the captain?
We could all be captain. We could have
A
a
democracy.
democracy.
I might be for this. Brannigan is rather insane, after all.
I think
I
we
look to
said that.
HR.
I'm getting very confused.
This would require a lot of paperwork, especially if the captain goes. Now, we can definitely change to a democracy style.
I lean into Clementine. I believe that since we would all be captains, we would be able to negotiate our own pay, would we not?
We would.
I like this idea.
We would. So maybe we just accidentally forget the captains or say something.
I say we leave him on board.
I just have a line item on my form I'm going to have to fill out, so as long as we have a good excuse.
Yeah. You know, this is probably a really bad thing, but we get paid more. Fuck him!
I'm a pirate,
I've
damn
got
it.
an idea to lure them to the ship. I'm going to duct tape Blizzard to the outside of the ship next to a sign that says "Free Captain."
God. Free captain?
So they'll come
You're-
get
you're
him.
just I mean, he's already a free captain.
Not
a
anymore,
pirate.
he's not.
We'll definitely be taking the Pugs, though.
Yes.
You
I
have
will,
a
I will
crate
like,
full of
Park
have
those
pugs.
some like
Pugs.
Death Stranding and just like Pugs on me.
You've got a little orange.
Yeah, a little orange
papoose.
container for each pug, right? We've got 4 of them.
Oh
we
my
just have-
gosh.
There we go.
You swear you only had 4 pugs last time. There's 5 with you now. But yeah,
of course.
all of the pugs you
more
need.
money. It's excellent.
That is our bonus. That pug equals our bonus for this job.
So we got a 25% bonus, and there's no captain. And then we get more money. We need to calculate this. I need the figures.
That's my job. That's my job. Trust me, you'll get your pay, engineer. What's your name?
God damn it! I'm gonna blow up this ship.
I don't remember that being his name, but that's
Well,
fine.
God damn it.
at least he's got 2 of them.
It's Timothy. I've told you like 500 times.
Timothy.
God damn. Blow up this ship.
All right,
How are you
let's do
making
this
your way
then.
over there?
That's a good question.
The same way they board us, right? As they board
Yeah,
over
do
to
we have
us,
like a docking?
I assume it would be like, probably because it's Victorian, like we're all roped up like climbers, and I just chuck a grapple at their ship and then just.
Yeah, we'll grapple over. This is gonna be bad, y'all. This is where we all
Over the
die.
outside or the inside? Because you are currently still charging full pelt into the side of a
The outside.
into
Definitely
the side
the
of a
outside.
rogue
Definitely
ship.
don't want to go on the inside of the vessel with tugs and infected bullshit.
Am I able to somehow like steer us a little more toward the ship?
All we have to do is climb on the outside across 2 ships to the 3rd ship.
Yeah.
We just
Yes.
skip the 2nd ship, and then we take the 3rd one and peace out.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, this is like one of those teamwork exercises that we did. Remember that workshop?
You mean where I had to carry all of you?
Yes. So we're going to strap ourselves to you, who's
Oh,
going
damn it.
first, and we'll rope ourselves to you,
I
and
knew
then
this was coming.
you can drag us,
Fine.
like proper teamwork, across 2 vessels to our new home.
Workplace harassment. Fine. I'll manage this for you.
Okay.
So
I
we're
am
going to strap
large.
ourselves
You are large.
to
So
the
this
engineer.
is going to be an iron roll for you, engineer guy. +1 for large,
How?
+1 for underappreciated.
Yes. Absolutely.
And then each of us carries a box with a pug in it.
Yes, so that's
Yes.
-3.
Oh.
I'm getting a +1 overall.
And I feel like, does anyone gain any tenacity at this point? Just a question.
I have tenacity, but I don't
do.
know if I've gained any
I-
extra.
I have
Yeah,
tenacity.
I can't remember what everyone's things are. So if anyone thinks they would have gained tenacity,
I might have gained tenacity for. Oh, this is supporting my friends.
Oh yeah,
as well.
I definitely would have
yeah.
won at least.
Absolutely. That's +1 tenacity for you.
Do I get
anyone
tenacity
else?
for grumbling?
I thought you were talking about a collection of pugs.
But you never let me use it for pugs. It would count for both.
Oh, okay. Then it doesn't give you a +1, sorry, to your roll,
But
but
it
it
would
does
give
give
me
you +1 tenacity.
Excellent. I like this. Overall, I'm at +0 with +1, 2 iron.
100%. Everyone, because you're all tied together. Oh dear.
What? Wait. What do you think the threshold for this roll would be? Is this hard or easy or?
This
Probably
is
hard.
so the threshold is like, I was thinking 8.
I will spend all my
Oh my.
tenacity. It is now 8.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
also
perfect.
tenacity.
It's just
Everyone-
like the engineer as like a Christmas tree with 4 people strapped round him and then Pug strapped on top. Just, I will blow up this ship. I will file a complaint with HR.
You know who does love you? Pugs.
Oh, shut
You
up,
know
me.
where they'll love you?
no.
New Winchester.
New Winchester can get blown up too.
I mean, maybe, but first Pugs.
Look, we will talk about this later. Right now, I consider this workplace harassment.
Oh, sorry, I'll let you get on.
Thank you. At least you understand.
I understand you, yeah. Heroically, with an 8 instead of a 4, you pull everyone out. You all get into your void suits and tie yourselves together and just kind of sit there in the gravityless void getting pulled along by an incredibly powerful engineer. And you make it over the you make it over the middle ship, locomotive, whatever thing, and it is covered in green spores, and like you very carefully make your way, like snake through the various patches of things growing on it, and from inside you hear, or you feel, because this is the void of space, like thuds and clangs and shots and shouting. Yes.
Got you.
It sounds like someone is plucking their eyebrows. It was such a great, like, ah!
That is what it sounds like, yes.
So, maybe they're good and distracting, so we can just pitch her across, yeah?
Yeah, you see ahead of you a little kind of door that is the little
Airlock
twizzly airlock
Yeah.
there. Words have lost me today.
I got you.
Door opens. There we go.
Look, an airlock door hatch that opens.
A void-suited head pops out.
Can I grab the guy and just pull him out over us?
Oh my!
I'm sorry,
Yes, you
we
can.
need this.
That's amazing. No, this is amazing. I love it.
That's another iron roll, +1 for large.
9.
Yeah.
I just, as the head comes out, I just grab him by the shoulder and go, I'm sorry, we need this.
And you see, yeah, this like suited guy just floats off with a really confused look on his face, and just like floats off into a void
We're
filled
sorry.
with pugs.
At least he has pugs to entertain
Please don't
him.
file a complaint.
I will get you the appropriate paperwork.
Doors open. You go inside, I assume.
Clementine, have you got the appropriate paperwork on you?
Go inside. Always.
I fold it up into a paper plane and I throw it after him.
Wait, no. Well,
Oh,
Oh, I forgot
or
the
he
pen.
wasn't going to file a complaint, but now we can.
But he doesn't have a pen. Have you got one?
Yeah, I throw it behind him.
There we
I
go.
want it back.
Good luck.
It's just like the furious nothing, no sound, just like arm gestures and rage emanating from this floating sailor.
Well, that was a success. So,
Did the rest of our
Let's-
men get over?
There's two of
Only
them
like
in
two of them,
void
right?
suits. Yeah, climbing behind you. Let's say there's only 2 left at this
the
point.
two sailor.
All right.
Yeah.
Then we shutter up this shit and we boogie. We get out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll immediately try to find the navigational quarters.
Probably much better quarters, to be honest.
I was gonna say they're probably like beautiful and
Everything in here is spick and span.
Oh,
It is.
the engineer's like, I suddenly feel appreciated in this space.
It's not infested. That is a good sign for a start.
You make your way up to the bridge, and there's a couple of crew members busying themselves there, and in a chair, a man swivels round. Hello, and welcome to the Queen Victoria's Wind. I am Captain Brannigan, and he uncrosses his legs and then crosses them again. Welcome, new crew members. Your mutiny is inevitable. That poor blackguard, he never knew what came after his revolt. I mean, he was revolting, so I saw that coming. Laugh?
so funny.
Thank you. Now tell me about your pugs.
Well, they're in the we've managed to acquire a few for this location, but there are more on the hold, where Slizzard is. As I said, he he's locked himself up and making raucous demands of which cannot be necessarily met.
He's finally been lost to the stars.
And he is injured, bleeding out quite a
Shame.
lot.
We should put him out of his misery. Please, lead me to where he is, and I will dispatch him myself.
Can we put our things down first?
Of
I
course.
unclip the harness and they all just go.
I turned back and I looked at them. I'm like, Just like
You did not need to mind it. I
don't-
thought it was
I-
self-evident with the plan.
Clementine has no idea what you're talking about. I nod, like maybe I could understand.
Yeah. Same for Lily. She's like, yeah. Good plan.
You do that, I say.
Look, I will take you to him. This way.
Please familiarize yourselves. Let my HR assistant Beverly over here know your favorite positions. Sorry, please your skills. I meant,
I think
and
she and
then
will
we
get
shall.
on like. They will get on.
Well, I have everybody's resume, pre-prepped, prepared, so there's no need. You just follow the engineer, huh?
Oh no! Please introduce yourselves. I'd like a personal tete-a-tete with each of you.
I
Let's-
feel like once we put our captain out his misery, then we could have a proper drink together.
admittedly, it is weighing a bit more so on my mind.
Agree.
He could also give you the requisite. I look at Jetta. Forms for the handover. You should come with us.
Please. Let's talk in my ready room if that's what you prefer. We have two options here. We could dispatch the poor wretch, or we could talk business. I'm a man of both.
Well,
We will go
So are
outside
we.
and in the wretches with the dispatching.
Yes. Dispatching sounds like a good plan.
Excellent! And he like sweeps you all up with him and like leads you to the airlock where it appears to be open, and there are two guards standing either side into the rogue ship, where you can see just a forest of green mushrooms and it's like a clear tunnel at this point between the front of your ship and the side of theirs. You can see actually the little nameplate that says the 50-50 like rammed into the side on the opposite wall of the rogue.
Oh, are these your last guards?
Well, we lost a few people to what I can only assume are specially bred pugs. They had a weird hue to them and were rather vicious, honestly.
You will probably need them. Captain Slizzard is mad and very well armed for someone who is bleeding out.
Make a Veils roll.
Yep. I have nothing for this.
Oh dear.
Ooh. I'm in peril.
You're in peril. Very well. He slaps you on the back and you stumble forward into the rogue ship. Go and get me one. And you turn to your right, and there it is, a huge pug that looks more like a bulldog with green glowing eyes. And it jumps at you and
no.
starts to like, "Ah!"
Ah, no! Help! I'm being oppressed.
Being oppressed. Oh goodness.
I have no skills with that, and I'm out of
You're
biscuits.
good with animals. Ah, the slobber. It's green as well.
Cover its nose. It has a hard time breathing. Lots of respiratory problems.
You don't know if fungus needs to respire.
Plunge your fist into its throat hole. It then will release from gagging.
That sounds like a very specific kink.
Make a mirrors roll, Bub.
Okay.
Just Alan.
Just Alan, sorry.
Got it. Okay. Anything with that?
You've ruined me. That's what's happened.
This does that.
Yeah, do you have bonuses to this? I imagine Rambler. No, informative. There you go. +1 for
That was
informative.
very informative.
Nice.
Pub gag reflexes are very useful.
Y'all are killing me. All right, there we go.
my God.
7.
A
I got a
7.
7. It's not
You got
terrible.
a 7. So it wasn't quite what I was looking for, but I will give this to you because it's quite a funny image in my mind. It's going to cause a problem. Engineer, you stick your hand right down its throat, and it just goes, and then just chews up all the way to the elbow, and then just sits there. You have a pug attached to your arm, semi-permanently now.
I have a pug arm now.
More like a bulldog arm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You have a big dog on your arm. It's not going anywhere. It just looks at you like, I'm going to take this arm eventually. It's determined.
We will have words later. You will need to find a form. Get in a queue. There are many people who seem to be interested in talking.
Just blinks vacantly.
Anyway, I have now defeated yet another pug. In a very
Excellent.
interesting
Then we
manner.
shall finally dispatch my arch nemesis. And he begins to walk all the way down to the opposite side. Come on.
Curious, does this count as an improvised weapon? If he swings the pug, does it expel gas and
It's the flamethrower. Hold a lighter behind it.
the pug flamethrower?
I'm not going to say no.
Oh, give me 1 second. The pug is very heavy and slowing me down. I will be dead weight. Look, you have got so far ahead. I'm going to turn around and just close the hatch behind them.
Okay, sure. Let's roll. Everyone takes +1 peril for this. This is the final moment.
Okay.
And that's either Veils or Iron.
I was going to go
Whoever
with
would like
iron,
to
but I was
help.
just going to sprint as fast as possible and force the door closed.
Iron then.
Do I get any bonuses for supporting my friends? And a good grumble? Or being large?
That's for tenacity, I think.
Okay.
You are large and underappreciated, so if anything, large will make you slower. So that's a -1. Sorry.
Do my friends help? Or being underappreciated?
You can set him up if you like. You know there are 2 guards. You know there are probably other pugs. Various things available to you to allow this captain to be trapped. If anyone would like to set him up to make the difficulty easier.
I don't even know how I can help in this situation.
I
I'm
was
thinking about
like,
it.
yeah, I'm
just drawing a
thinking
blank.
Okay,
Try
set
to
me up
them,
as
be like, look behind you! Or something. It's a
Okay,
classic.
Okay. Oh, no, none of that. I overanalyze every situation. I always overanalyze. Is there a way I could have analyzed this situation, like Sherlocked it in advance to help in some way?
Yes, I think you can all be aware of the various things around you to allow for advantages or things that you can interact with in some way. So if you want to ask a question, any of you, about what might be nearby.
Okay. Yeah, what is in here? What's nearby?
You are at the airlock. There are 2 guards next to it.
Mm-hmm.
In the rogue ship is a significant amount of mushroom. seemingly intelligent, a pug, the captain, and at the other end is your ship kind of rammed in. So it's like the front end of it is sticking in. There's probably a hole into your ship via that. Behind you is the rest of the Queen's Wind.
Where's Brannigan at this point? Is he already? Did he walk onto
rogue
the
ship?
Okay, he did. Okay.
He's marching.
Did he go with his guard?
No, his guards have stayed at the.
They're with us. Yeah, they're on like our end of the airlock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You could say something to them. They're just standing at attention.
I go to
Clementine, you could inundate them with the possibility of having a ship that is no longer led by their captain, and I can back you up on this, giving them company policy going forward for having potential mutineers
I just
aboard.
start reading the company handbook. I'm just gonna distract the shit out of them. I just step up and just start reading blanket the company handbook.
Okay.
Page 1. I like start into this like
Oh
company.
no, she started it again.
You know
trying
I
to
won't stop
distract
till
them?
it's done. Yeah, I'm gonna try to distract them or just like, yeah, distraction I think is the right term.
Okay. Veils in that case.
Oh.
Plus 1 for details.
Okay.
I don't know how you feel about these guards, but perhaps 1 plus 1 for thirsty.
Oh, I'll read it thirstily.
He's like slowly
It's really the
undressing while
company
reading
handbook
like
that makes me
bylaws.
so thirsty. Yeah, the more I read it, the thirstier I get. Okay, I rolled a 6, and I
have
don't have any
tenacity,
tenacity. There's nothing that I can do about that poor roll. This is why I was like, I don't know that I can help in this situation, but I can sure try. Veil is not my. That's it. I just start reading very thirstily. Maybe it makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think at this point the guards look at you, and they just step towards you like, "Excuse me, madam, it's exactly what you're trying to do."
Well, I'm trying to inform the lots of you about company policy aboard this vessel, since it looks like we're going to be joining you.
Oh, wonderful. Well, we've got our own handbook, you see.
Well, I'll read
Takes
that one instead.
Takes it out of his pocket, and it is thick.
My jaw drops open. I don't know that I've ever seen anything so beautiful in my whole life.
We're conscripts of the Windward Company. There are many, many important rules. I think
Would
you'll
you say
find
that
a
one more
very.
time slower, please?
You may enjoy the Windward Company's
Wow, wow,
many
wow,
rules.
Is it 5 o'clock yet? I'm thirsty.
Oh,
Okay, I don't my Capri Sun.
Are we still on the clock? I like run a smooth hand across it and I creak it open. This, I imagine, isn't some kind of like hardbound.
oh yeah.
And I say, what is the name of this fucking ship? The Queen's...
Queen Victoria's Wind.
Queen Victoria's Wind.
Yes, right, of course. The Queen Victoria's Wind. And I flip to page 1 and I start, I'm gonna own what I started doing, even if I failed at it. And I start reading the new company handbook, which is twice as long out loud,
So would
even
you say
thirstier
that
than
the
before.
Queen Victoria's Wind makes you thirsty?
I would
It's certainly
say
long-winded.
that the Queen's, yes, it's long-winded, and that makes me thirsty.
Can I take
Okay.
the navigator and pilot the ship away?
Yes.
While the 2 remaining guards are preoccupied and Brannigan is on the other ship and the rest of the guards are dealing with what's there, we know that the timer is going to go off any time. Can I sneak away with our navigator Lily and pilot us away?
Yeah, okay. So we need 1 roll from the engineer for his daring escape.
Yeah.
We need 1 roll from the navigator for your more daring escape.
Okay.
Does the 6 cut it?
Ooh.
I can make it a 7.
No, I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah, you
You
will.
make it in.
Oh God.
You close the door. The guards are like distracted by the reading, and which is taking so long, and you realize it's been a very long time, and you just hear a bang, bang, bang on the other side of the door, like, "Let me in! I am the captain of the..." And then just you hear the timer. It's like, oh yeah, that went off. And Navigator, make your roll to escape this fireball.
All right. Let's see. This is iron, right? Or
I would say, yeah, because you're kind of wresting control of navigation from the people who are
all right.
already doing it. But I don't know. Posh would probably count here because this is a very posh place, and you'd fit
Okay.
right in.
That's true. I the minute I step into the navigational sector, I just am in my element.
So that's plus
Right.
1 for Navigator and plus 1 for Posh.
Okay. All right. Let's do it. 6
So
also.
many 6s. Oh my god.
Oh.
You got
why?
tenacity?
I do actually. I have, yeah, so I'm gonna use that.
How much tenacity do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5. Because I
Go to
rolled
11. Crank it to 11.
1,
It's the end of
2.
the game.
Yeah, you know what? Let's use all the tenacity.
With an 11, Lily, you stride onto the bridge, onto the footplate of this locomotive, and you hear a rumbling behind you. What do you say to these people?
All right, everybody, the captain's been indisposed, and we need to get out of here immediately. I've been put in charge of navigating us out. Trust me, I just got us through a black hole. I'll be able to get us out of here.
Oh, yes, ma'am. And you take the controls and you break away from the rogue as you see it break up, and your beloved 50-50 splits apart in a fireball of immense size, and you see a chain reaction of methane explosions reach from behind it in a perfect line from where you came, and pugs
Well,
are
all the-
spread off into the universe.
Oh, no.
All the pugs just.
Yep.
And you are all now in control of the Queen Victoria's Wind, a beautiful, upgunned, and infested locomotive.
I think we should rename it the 6535. I feel we did better than expected. Calm down.
Time to make that delivery then.
Yep.
Because we can get these fucking bugs off this ship.
Yeah.
Man.
Wait, we need the Samuel L.
exactly.
Jackson moment.
Yeah.
I'm fed
Tired
up
of
with
these
these
bugs.
motherfucking bugs on this motherfucking ship.
Exactly.
Things that are literally never said in the rest of the universe.
Ever,
There you go.
anywhere, but here on Roll For It on Saturdays. So many things happened today that I don't think any of us were ready for.
No, not at all. This was a wild ride, for sure.
Lie down.
I know, right?
I desperately want to take this off. I don't know why wearing fur was a good idea. Mistake.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
Just wow.
we have
I can't believe
announcements
it.
and stuff, and then an after show, so we'll go through those very quickly. I'm actually stuck in this voice now. I can't figure out how to turn it off. Right. We will start with, I think we'll start with people, because Josh, you stepped in the last minute today and made a very fun game. Would you like to just talk about yourself?
Hi, I love to talk about myself. I'm a YouTuber. I have had a wonderful time, so thank you everyone for playing your incredible characters with your incredible decisions. I love to do roleplay on my own channel, GameyFTL on Twitch, and on Strange Adventures on YouTube. The big project for me at the moment is Stitch of Fate, which is a vampire podcast. I'm having so much fun on that. There's a wonderful cast with some friends here as well. And yeah, genuinely, I didn't see this coming today. This was a fun surprise. Thank you.
There we go. Lily Vado, Miss Magiton, Tracy, what about you?
Hello, everybody. I am Miss Magitech. You can find me all the places at Miss Magitech. I stream sometimes. I play different TTRPGs all over the internet, all throughout the week. And yeah, feel free to follow me if you want to, talk about TTRPG stuff. I'm always, doing stuff all the time now, and I feel like I'm very busy. But I'm taking a nice little, here in the US, it's Labor Day on Monday, so I have Monday off, and I'm just gonna relax and not do anything. So it'll be nice.
Good idea.
But yeah, other than that, I'm here every Saturday playing VTM. So yeah, that's me.
There we go. What about Just Alan, the Bubbernaut?
Hey guys, I'm actually Bob, not really Alan this go round. I'm
Just Bob. No.
Yep, just Bob. Just Bob here. I'm out here on the internet doing things all the time. I have relaunched Tabletop on my stream, and very soon we will see the launch of some brand new tabletop. I will actually be running this little thing right. My green screen out. We'll find out. Basin.
Oh, I just
here.
got that. The
Nice.
dog is
It's such a
excellent.
Cool.
I love
Yeah,
it.
it's by Free League. I've played in a few of their games before. It's pretty awesome. You guys should be stoked for it. That's my current project, and from there, well, I mean, still playing lots of games, doing some Horizon Zero Dawn, and we're closing in on our 30 of 30 this year for games beaten. So come check us out on twitch.tv/thebubbernaut.
Okay. Clementine, Jetta, Little Red Dot, Elsie, what about you?
I'm Dot. You can find me online as Little Red Dot. It's kind of a crazy time right now. I made some exciting announcements this week.
Hell yeah, you did.
Hell yeah, I did. My channel's also going to be undergoing some major overhauls. I received a very large grant from the city of Atlanta, Fulton County. So the city granted me $10K to launch new games on my channel for the rest of 2020. So it's a very big deal. So you'll see some very exciting new things coming. I can't reveal all of that yet because I just don't know all the details, but it's happening. So something new and different. I'm officially sponsored by the city that I live in. It's kind of strange and weird. But yeah,
awesome.
I do all kinds of
That's
things.
amazing.
I do all kinds of things. You can check me out online, rolling dice, telling stories when I'm not here.
And you,
and EE.
Tell us about you, boss.
I was born in the dark, molded by... you can find me over at youtube.com/Centralisium. I have videos going out, including loads of stuff on Crusader Kings 3, where marrying bastards and seducing your own daughters is totally normal behavior and shit not be looked down on. It's a thing. Anyway, in addition, coming out soon, which is why I had the mask out, there is Necromunda coming out, which I really enjoyed the game, so since they have a game coming out, I thought I would do something with that, and if you want to see me wearing a mask, you can find me on my at my Necromunda. That's the thing. Totally. Anyway, Twitch also. That's the thing. Right. Announcements. There's stuff on Patreon. Don't question it. Other than that, tomorrow there's more Last Ditch. Also, please bear in mind that, Benson hates me being Bane, so I had to do it. It's great. Thank you for watching. We're gonna do an after show. I will check if there are any tips I almost forgot.
Yeah, don't forget.
Also, if you haven't watched the Harley Quinn cartoon, you totally should do. This was the inspiration for this character. It's amazing.
Agreed. I second that entirely.
There we go.
This music is awesome, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm rocking out.
I've
I've
not
loved-
stopped tapping my
I've
notebook
loved the
entire
soundtrack
time.
of this entire episode. It's great.
It was very good when you had the Brannigan reveal, and I just started up the Emir from Witcher track, and I was like,
Yes.
"Oh, things are
I
perfectly."
heard that.
That's awesome.
Anyway, thank you for watching. No tips today. We'll be back tomorrow with Last Ditch.
Bye,
Bye, guys.